Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here Friday, July 12th, 2019 at the Swanson Center in Bedford Park. Total Fight Challenge is about to commence, and we have a stacked card for you. We got 3 title fights at 155 pounds, 125 pounds, and 115 pounds. Got my partner and amateur fighter, Caleb Schmidt. Caleb, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing, Danny?
I'm pretty good. I'm excited. I'm so happy to be here, and I can't wait. I hope you guys at home are sitting watching this. Hope you guys are excited too. And the people here, there's actually a huge crowd here at the Swanson Center in Bedford Park.
Yes, my friend. It is absolutely booming in here. Everybody is as hyped as you are. I can already tell. Great night of fights. So much to look forward to. Talk to me a little bit about our title fights here.
When we talk about those bouts a little bit, we have 2 grappling matches to open up the card. And the grappling matches, if you've never seen them before, are about 1 round. They are exactly 1 round, 8 minutes apiece. Submission only, and whenever that 8 minutes is up, they will go to the judges' scorecards. There's no point system. There's 1 tie bout. The rest is mixed martial arts. It's going to be an explosive card. There's a little bit of everything tonight. It's going to be a very exciting night.
For sure, my friend. First off, we have Alex Rivera versus Brian Atkins. Alex Rivera, he's got strong takedowns, heavy mobile top pressure, which is basically good wrestling. As far as his individual skills go, he's got a smooth armbar from side mount, quick diamond lock guard pull, good triangle armbar transition, and he always tries to finish his opponent quickly. Always explodes into takedowns and submissions in the early going, never gets stuck waiting, seeks to surprise and overwhelm his opponent. Very explosive grappler. As far as his opponent, Brian Atkins, he has very good guard passes, good trips in the clinch, good Greco-Roman style takedowns and throws. He's got a good knee slice them out, a good small outer leap, or kosodogari for those of you who are in the judo realm. Good back takeoff, opponent's shrimp from the bottom, good at pulling the opponent under their heels from the clinch. Always looks to tip or throw the opponent into a dominant position and work from there. It's going to be a good time.
Our next bout is Sam Iguchi. You guys have seen him fight before. He will be taking on Nick Ventimiglia. We've seen these guys fight before in amateur mixed martial arts. However, we are going to watch them grapple. We're going to try and watch them get it on in the grappling exchanges. We're going to see what happens. Sam Iguchi, when it comes to his grappling, he's got some very strong sweeps off of his back. He's got great submissions off of his back too, and he's really good at chaining them as well. He's got a really good Kimura sweep, and he's really good at taking the back sweep and sneak in that rear naked choke. He loves the top position. He loves top mount position, and he loves to advance and pass the guard of his opponents. He loves the top position. He has really good composure when he's under pressure. And we're going to see what happens tonight against Nick Ventimiglia. Nick Ventimiglia has got very good leg locks. He's got very good trips. He's got good effective use of his length, and that's going to be useful in those tight spaces, because when you have a long guy and you teach him how to grapple small and to take advantage of those small, tight spaces, it's phenomenal.
And remember, I might grab it too.
He's got really good quick takedowns. He's got really good ankle locks and leg locks from the De La Hiva guard. You don't see that very often. The De La Hiva guard, that's very good for trapping leg locks and sweeping your opponent and getting on top. And the 4-1-1 saddle position. He's really good at neckties. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to get neckties when you don't have a gi, but these guys should be fine. These guys are high-level grapplers. We're going to see what happens here. He's very creative with his grappling. He's very tall. His length is about 6'2", and it's mostly his legs. So we're going to see what happens. It's just those 2 grappling matches. Then after that, we break into mixed martial arts action.
As far as our first bouts here, we've got a lot of newcomers to the Total Fight Challenge arena. We have for us here, we have Joseph Gaw versus Alex Macker, our first 145-pound tie bout. A lot of surprises going to come from these guys, as it will be their debut. Moving further up the card, we have even more mysteries to come with a 155-pound MMA bout between Trey Lawson and Derek Artis. Moving further on, we did have Max Reese versus Garland McGee, but due to a fortunate
bout has been canceled. A weird thing happened at the weigh-ins yesterday. Max Reese's opponent was pretty much a no-call, no-show. Didn't show up to weigh-ins and didn't answer his phone when called. It was a very strange situation. But Max Reese is still 1-0 in his amateur career. It's just one canceled bout. He'll get on the saddle next time. After that, we have the 205-pounders. You guys remember Rich Valdez with that crazy knockout of Zakhem? Here's Mike Vale with the official announcements to begin our show.
And welcome, Caleb Hood. Keep the mics up in the way.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the veil us fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's time to get the action started right here in the stage and welcome our first fighter out of the blue corner, Nick Ventimiglia.
Nick Ventimiglia. Here we go with our first grappling bout of the night. He will be taking on Sam Iguchi. Like we said, he's got really good leg locks. He's got good trips. He's really long. We're going to see if he can take advantage of these very small, tight spaces. What do you think about Nick Ventimiglia going into this bout?
Well, as far as Ventimiglia goes, he does really well to spider on top of his opponent with that length. Really shut down his opponent's opportunities once he gets on top of them. Uses those limbs very effectively. Always seeks to threaten the opponent, both with his, shall we say, tall stature and submission ability.
Here is Nick Ventimiglia stepping into the TFC cage. It'll be very interesting to see how he can take advantage of these very tight, short, small spaces. Very creative grappler.
Sam Ironman Iguchi.
Sam Ironman Iguchi. Caleb, take it away.
Out comes Sam Ironman Iguchi with strong feet, good submission training. He has a great Kimura sweep, a great back step off to RMC off his opponent's leg. He always seeks to be the top man in exchanges, sweep his opponents from the bottom, or work from the bottom to king triangle, and to be stuck on the bottom or repeatedly reversed.
He must be really hyped because right now he's coming out to Roy Jones' theme song, Can't Be Touched. Can't stop. It's a very interesting contrast body frames too, because Samaguchi is short, stocky. Nick Ventimiglia is a little bit longer.
Good evening and welcome to the Bedford Park Swanson Center, where tonight the Total Fight Challenge presents an evening of mixed martial arts action and grappling action. Tonight's match are sponsored by DEQ Insurance and BJJT. Check them out right here in the back of the gym. Let's get the action started. The two winners of our grappling matches will meet again tonight for the Total Grappling 175-pound belts. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, official weight 170 pounds. Representing Higgins Conspiracy Grappling, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Okina, Illinois, Nick Ventimiglia. And now his welcome's opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 165 pounds. Representing Combato, let's welcome from Princeton, Illinois, Sam Ironman Iguchi.
Nick Ventimiglia versus Sam Iguchi. First grappling match of the night. Southpaw versus Orthodox. Let's see how this goes. They touch hands, show of respect.
Judging this?
Ventimiglia is really low. He's trying to get in, trying to establish wrist control.
Ventimiglia, a very fast takedown artist for such a tall man. Changes levels quite quickly.
Like the pressure by both guys, having a lot of respect for each other right now. Collar tie, good pressure by Sam Iguchi. Oh, but good neck drag by Ventimiglia. Pushes him away. Good defense by Sam Iguchi. Really trying to get in.
3 rounds, right?
Sam Iguchi's really trying to put the pressure on Ventimiglia and really try to get in. Ventimiglia ties up. They're both pummeling. Ventimiglia pushes away from Iguchi. Ventimiglia is very light on his feet, especially when he's grappling. Iguchi's very heavy-handed. Good takedown. Good hip heist. Got him right down to the ground.
Here we see Ventimiglia wraps up the neck. He's looking for that top guillotine.
Yes, he is. What's saving Iguchi right now is that butterfly on the left side. That butterfly and the ability to heist his hips, heist Ventimiglia's hips, is really protecting him from that choke.
Ventimiglia, very savvy with the chokes, though.
Yeah,
was able to actually get a modified high elbow guillotine on his opponent when he was in his guard.
Right now he's
grappling games.
Right now he's got the arm in, and the way to finish an Armenian guillotine is to put your chest on your opponent's shoulder blades. Oh, it looks like he's going for the Darce. He's going for the Darce. He's rolling. Oh, he gets to mount. It looks like he tried to advance to mount. Now he's in half guard. Good awareness by Iguchi off of his back, especially when he was unable to see. He just kind of felt it and just wrapped those legs up as soon as he was able to.
Ventimiglia looks like he's pummeling for an underhook, perhaps.
He's hand fighting. He got his head out of there, but yeah, Ventimiglia is looking for that choke. Ventimiglia is up, but Iguchi's staying attached to him, and he gets back up. It's a little bit of a labored get up. Surprised Ventimiglia didn't jump on him there. Good pressure by Iguchi, though. Good outside single.
Here we go.
He's really good with that outside single. He's trying to turn the corner, but he turned the wrong way. He turned towards the cage. Good awareness by Ventimiglia, and getting that leg from underneath Iguchi and putting him down on his back. Now he's in full guard. Iguchi's trying to set up to try and control the posture of Ventimiglia, but Ventimiglia is trying to break the guard, and he's trying to pass. He's stacking him here. Ventimiglia is stacking him here. Good. Iguchi's trying to hang on. He's trying to keep that guard. And hear the crowd saying slam him. You can't particularly slam.
And here we go.
Oh, good. He tried to attack the leg, but Iguchi is on the bottom in north-south position. Ventimiglia is on top. He's trying to transition him out.
The neck.
Did you see he tried to slide that knee across the belly?
Sir.
He really does like sneaking in those chokes. You were right, Caleb. He really does like sneaking in those chokes. He really is taking advantage of those small positions. Oh, good inverted triangle. Inverted triangle from the bottom from Iguchi. This is a very sneaky technique.
Ventimiglia now trying to stack on top of Iguchi to try and relieve the pressure on the choke.
If Iguchi rolls over, if he had enough space and if he rolls over, if the fence wasn't there, he can get on top of it. He tapped! He tapped. Ventimiglia tapped, and Sam Iguchi gets the victory with an inverted triangle.
Good
And he was on the bottom, too. That was really good jiu-jitsu from Iguchi.
Yes, sir.
Very good jiu-jitsu from Iguchi.
Used the cage when he had to, got the takedown, and was able to work from a lesser position, able to get that track.
Yeah, you're right. He was the one fighting for the single leg. He ended up on the bottom, but he used his awareness to wrap up that arm and that neck.
Good job by Sam Iguchi.
4 minutes and 3 seconds into the first round, the only round. Congratulations to Sam Iguchi. That was a phenomenal performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout ends at 4 minutes, 3 seconds of round number 1. For your winner by inverted triangle choke, Sam Iguchi.
And Iguchi with the
Sam
flip and
Iguchi.
celebration.
A little bit of a celebration there. Good stuff. That was a phenomenal grappling exchange.
Yes, sir.
It was a really good grappling bout. If you've never seen a grappling bout, submission only, it's usually what it's all about. No point system. It's a little bit better. You must finish your opponent.
Yes, sir. Very active. A very active bout. Always something to see here.
So Michael Vale will get us ready for the next bout, which will be Alex Rivera and Brian Atkins.
All right.
Alex Rivera's got some very strong takedowns, and he's very heavy on top, and he's very mobile. It's like a towel almost, a wet towel. He's got really good top pressure, very good wrestling. He's got a smooth armbar transition from side mount. Here's Mike Vale to introduce the next bout.
Continue the action and welcome our next fighter to the cage out of the blue corner, Alex Rivera.
As I was saying about Alex Rivera, you can see he's got a lot of support here. He's got a smooth armbar transition, from side mount, and he's got a quick diamond lock guard. He's got a really good triangle to armbar transition, so he's really good at chaining submissions very well. He's really good at establishing wrist control, trying to manipulate his opponent's upper body. Very sneaky grappler. Short and stocky, too. Very explosive.
Yes,
very
sir.
quick, very powerful.
Yeah, there are a few out there that get it done seemingly as much as Alex Rivera does.
Very true. His goal is to try and finish his opponent as fast as he can. It'd be a very interesting bout. Oh, there's Tyler Veal, TFC middleweight, in his corner. It's another great grappler.
Brian Atkins, you may have seen him here before at Total Fight Challenge, fighting in MMA. Tonight he'll be with us in the grappling ring. He has good guard passes, good trips in the clinch, good Greco-Roman style takedowns and throws. He has a good knee slice to mount, good small outer leap or kosodabari, as you would say in judo. Good back take off the opponent's shin from the bottom. Good folding. He's very good at folding the opponent onto the heels from the clinch. He always looks to triple throw the opponent into a dominant position and work from there.
Against Alex Rivera, Atkins is going to need to use that shrimping ability off of his back, because if Alex Rivera gets on top of Atkins, it's going to be a very long night for Atkins. Atkins is strong and he's long, but having a wrestler on top of you, different type of pressure.
Ladies and gentlemen, get the action started.
Introducing first fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5'9" inches tall, official weight 174 pounds. Representing Team 1, please welcome from Frankfort, Illinois, Alex Rivera.
Grappling that
And
fight
now
from
stepping
Illinois.
across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 61 inches tall, official weight 175 pounds. Representing MMA Stock and UFC Gym in Naperville, let's welcome from Lyle, Illinois, flying Brian Atkins.
Ricardo the Bully Lamas in the corner of Brian Atkins. You're going to need that experience tonight. Ricardo Lamas is a phenomenal wrestler, Division III All-American wrestler from Illinois. It'll be good to have that experience in your corner. So here we go. Rivera versus Atkins. They're hand fighting right now. They're in a pummeling position. They're going head to head right now. This is a very wrestling technique. It's very wrestler heavy beginning. Oh, good drag with the head. He's looking for the guillotine. He's got him really high. He's very strong as Rivera, but he had the arm in. He lets go. Good explosiveness by Rivera. A good defense by Atkins. They're pummeling right now. Very explosive pummeling. They're hand fighting. You look for the inside trip, did Rivera? God, these guys are so explosive.
Higgins has one collar tie and one wrist tie.
They're trying to pummel for over-under position. Atkins creates space, frames him away. Good attempt at a shoot by Rivera, but good stuff by Atkins.
So we're intermission here. That'll be our first intermission.
Really trying to get in on each other, trying to utilize fakes and feints to see how they react. Rivera's actually been the one to threat with takedowns and threat
Rivera
with submissions.
That choke again.
He did look for that overhook choke again. Dan Hornbuckle, who was actually supposed to grapple on this card, loves to reach over for that neck, especially in the standing position. You can see Rivera utilizing that. They're tied up right now in the collar tie. They're pummeling right now, trying to establish dominant position.
And if history tells us something, Atkins here will favor this position with his Greco-Roman style takedowns.
I do like how Atkins is looking for wrist control, especially in the standing position.
Yes, sir.
That comes from his Greco-Roman background.
If you can get Rivera to pressure him here against the back of the cage, he can maybe reverse it with a throw.
Well, I feel like Rivera's got very good pressure on him right now. It's just a matter of how he's going to get inside. He's been trying to get inside, but Atkins has got really good defense and good strength by Atkins. He pushes Rivera up against the cage.
Here we are.
Atkins has got an underhook on that right side. Excuse me, Rivera's left side with his right arm. They break away. Good strength by both guys, actually. They collar back up, trying to establish and impose their will on each other. Good.
Good shoot.
He was really deep on that single leg, too. A good sprawl by Atkins. Rivera tried to pull him down. Atkins was having none of it.
Atkins
Good.
again looking for that single collar tie and wrist.
Yeah, he is. That seems to be a really big part of the game plan coming in to this grappling bout against Rivera. I'm surprised Rivera actually hasn't tried shooting in for a high crotch single, but probably hasn't gotten close enough on the shot. Hasn't gotten close enough on the... He tried there. He tried there. Threw him to the side and he tried. But Atkins is just ready for the wrestling. Good collar tie by Atkins. Good wrist control by Atkins. He's really trying to impose his will in the grappling positions, but when it comes to the exchanges, the threat, it's been Rivera who's been a little bit more effective, who's been a little bit more active.
Here he goes again. Oh, good double.
Good double leg by Rivera. Takes him down.
Here he is.
He's in half guard. He's going for the toe hold. He's looking for the toe hold. He's looking for the toe hold. A la Bosch Rutten, Ken Shamrock, those old pancrase days.
The spinning. He looks to counter with his own, maybe.
You want to get your pinky on the pinky toe, and that's how you crank that over. You crank it over just like a Kimura. And the defense for that is you put pressure on your own leg. Good job for Atkins rolling out of it as another way to defend that. You roll out of the way that your opponent's turning your heel. Or the toe hold, excuse me. Your foot during the toe hold. I apologize. Good defense by Atkins. But again, it's been the offensive submission from Rivera that's getting it done here. But both these guys are very explosive. Fine-tuned athletic machines here.
Sir.
Ooh. Look for that.
Stuff the takedown.
Sprawls, he gets his back. And looks, he's got the choke. But he may not have it under the neck, but he does get a neck crank.
He might have the neck crank, though.
He doesn't have it anymore. He's trying to fight, though. But right now, Rivera's got his back. He's got one hook in. It looks like he's got one hook in. Oh, he's got the forearm underneath the neck. Now he's got the gable grip. He keeps switching positions. He keeps switching grips. Right now what's saving Atkins is that baseball bat grip on the left side of Rivera. That left arm right there is what's saving Atkins right now. Good job by Atkins. Good defense by Atkins, but Rivera keeps mount. Rivera keeps mount, and he's on top, and he's got the head and the arm trapped, excuse me. Good reversal by Atkins. He stayed patient, was in mount on the bottom, and found a way to turn over and get that reversal. He's in full guard right now. He's in Rivera's full guard. Let's see what he can do. He's putting the knee in the butt. He broke the guard, but Rivera attacked with a submission.
Atkins slides across with the knee.
Good reversal.
In the heel hook position again.
Yeah, he does get a heel hook now. Rivera's looking for the heel hook. Good job at Rivera kicking his hands away from the heel. Good job by Atkins. Is spinning out of that now. He's looking for the neck. He's looking for the guillotine. They break away. Good job by both guys. Both guys are phenomenal.
Sir. Here we are. Back at the collar.
They're in a collar tie position. Trying to establish some dominance from both guys. They break away. It really is difficult to get in on somebody when they react quick to your fakes and feints. That was a really good collar tie by Atkins. Trying to anticipate the position that Rivera wants to attack.
Sir.
Oh, good sprawl by Rivera. Oh, he's got the single leg, though. Good diligency, but good butterfly by Rivera. He actually used that to get back to half guard. Right now he's got a butterfly in on the right side, so Atkins is left side. Right now he's in. Right now he's in half guard. Oh, they reversal. They get back to their feet in clinch position. Rivera went belly down and held on to that whizzer, and that's how they were able to get back to their feet. But right now Atkins is on the bottom with Rivera on top. Rivera's looking for that guillotine choke. And he sacrifices that, and now he's on his back, and Atkins is trying to pass. He's trying to pass. Now he gets the half guard. Or excuse me, side control. Now he's in side control looking for the... That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That was 8 minutes of non-stop grappling action. Very explosive grappling from Alex Rivera. Very good defense from Atkins. If you had to score this grappling match, who would you give it to?
I would say, well, it was close, but I would say I would edge maybe a little bit more towards Rivera. He was the man that was pressuring forward more often, usually seeking to impose his takedowns a little more frequently.
I would have to agree. I did like Atkins' defense, and I liked his diligency. I really liked his patience, too. But when
Scorecards, and they scored for your winner, Alex
tonight.
Good job by both grapplers. Very good job by both grapplers. They both have nothing to be ashamed of. That was a very phenomenal grappling bout.
Yes, sir.
Alex Rivera will be taking on Sam Iguchi later in the evening for the title. What title? Who knows?
Sam Iguchi and Alex Rivera will meet for the grappling title here at TFC. Surprise, surprise. July 12th. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to move into mixed martial arts action. Strike, punch, kick, grapple, all of it.
Yes, sir. And first upcoming, we have Joseph Gaw versus Alex Macker at 145 pounds in a tie bout.
Here's Mike Vale to introduce our fighters. Will make their way to the Total Fight Challenge cage. There are a lot of debuts tonight, or a lot of fighters making their debuts tonight.
Yes, sir. Among the many is Joseph Gaw and Alex Macker coming up next.
That will be a tie bout. I believe that will be a tie bout, the only one of the night. That won't have any takedowns in it. May have some clinching exchanges, but for the most part, it'll be mostly striking, all striking.
Yes, sir.
After that, we have Derek Artis making his debut against Trey Lawson, who's 1-0. Then Kenneth Webster will be taking on Rich Valdez. After that, we have...
Our MMA match has started in 5 short minutes.
5 short minutes. We have exciting bouts on the card tonight. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will start our next bout in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So the next bout is not a tie bout, it's a mixed martial arts bout.
Surprise, surprise. All right.
Derek Artis versus Trey Lawson. There are 4 MMA fights up next. Just heard from the commission there are 4 MMA fights next following these grappling bouts. So far, 1 finish with the inverted triangle and 1 decision by very tough Alex Rivera. Very tough Alex Rivera. Brian Atkins with Ricardo Lamas in his corner, I'm sure had a lot of confidence. But overall, it was Alex Rivera's explosiveness and aggressiveness that got it done here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, please stay with us. We will have our bouts. They will begin in just a few short minutes. Just a few short minutes, we will have our bouts beginning very soon. Actually are a pair of fights at 205 pounds. We have Peter Stojko versus Isaiah Smith, and then Rich Valdez and Kenneth Webster. Those are our pair of light heavyweights tonight, Total Fight Challenge light heavyweights.
Sir. Kenneth Webster, he'll be coming in. He'll make his debut. Rich Valdez is 1-1. And in the past, he's displayed good wrestling, good kickboxing.
I'll tell you what, we have 3 title fights tonight. The one that I'm most excited for is the heaviest title fight that we have, and that's at 155 pounds, and that is Alex Keka versus Antonio Noel. If you guys have heard me talk about Antonio Noel, really high on this guy. He's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal mixed martial artist. He's got a very, very, very powerful leg kick. He's got great boxing exchanges, but he's got great wrestling as well. He's got phenomenal submissions from the top. He's really good at transitioning to mount and then utilizing that ground and pound to get his opponent to turn their back just so he could sneak in that rear naked choke, or at least try to fight for that rear naked choke from back mount. Antonio Noel trains at a Team Cologne in Indiana with guys like Emmanuel Piu. Going to be a very interesting bout.
Yes, sir.
And Alex Keka has got phenomenal boxing. He's a very experienced guy. He actually took on... Sorry, wrong guy. He did not take on Sam Iguchi. That was a mistake. I apologize. But Alex Hicka has taken on a lot of guys. He's got a lot of experience. He's got very good boxing. He's very good in the clinch. He's very long as well. He's very strong, very deceptively strong, actually. And he actually is really good at checking leg kicks.
Yes, sir.
He was fighting a kickboxer in one of his last MMA bouts, his amateur MMA bouts, and he was checking those leg kicks very well. He was eating a lot of leg kicks, and he was checking those leg kicks very well. So I'm actually really excited to see this clash of styles. You have somebody who's very aware, he's very fine-tuned in their defense, versus somebody who's very aggressive, likes to push forward, who's very strong, real young.
Sir. And if you know anything about getting kicked in the leg or checking a leg kick, Danny, you know it's really nasty. It does almost as much damage as the leg kick would have to your opponent if you do check it correctly.
If you do check it correctly, it can do a little bit more damage to your opponent, right? Check it lazily, it could hurt you and your opponent. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting for our mixed martial arts bouts to begin. This will be following 4 mixed martial arts bouts. Be Derek Artis versus Trey Lawson. Trey Lawson is 1-0. Derek Artis will be making his amateur mixed martial arts debut. Following that, we have Kenneth Webster, who also has a debut, who will be making his debut, at 205 pounds against Rich Valdez, who is 1-1. The next fight will be at 205 pounds, and that will be Peter Stojko versus Isaiah Smith. After that, we will have Fabian Kudos versus Richard Napier. That will be at 145 pounds featherweight. Then it looks like we will go into the title fights. With Pedro Gutierrez against Sergio Plasencia. Then we'll have Jacob Igartua versus Christian San Martin for the 125-pound weight class TFC title. And then we will have our main event at 155 pounds. Antonio Noel is 4-2-1 against Alex Keka. He's got an even record at 2-2 in his amateur career. Has had a lot of tough bouts. A lot of these guys have had a lot of tough bouts. I do believe that Joe Go and Alex Macker were supposed to fight tonight and make their debuts in the Thai boxing bout at 145 pounds tonight. Hopefully that will still be taking place tonight.
Sir.
We are just waiting for the commission to allow the fighters to the cage. As the officials get the cage set up and everything.
It seems they're replacing one of the pads for the cage at the moment.
It looks like one of the posts on the cage lost its Velcro. One of the pads for the post against the cage had worn Velcro, and it looked like they were fixing it up.
Looks like we're secure now.
It does seem to be fixed now.
Here comes our next bout.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Vale will be getting ready to introduce our fighters for the evening. Thank you so much for your patience. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, get the action started on our first mixed martial arts of the evening. And welcome, Trevin, the last Shinobi Lawson.
Trey Lawson, the last Shinobi. Amateur record of 1-0. Right now he's undefeated. He's only got one fight, but he's undefeated. He's very confident coming into this fight. Very confident young man. Got a lot of high energy. A real good personality, too. He's very excited. That's good to have in your debut. You'd rather be very excited than nervous.
Yes, sir. And I can speak from personal experience on that. You can just ride that wave and turn it into something great.
I like the dance moves that he's putting on, and he makes us walk to the TFC prep point. This will be at 155 pounds. Trey Lawson's so excited. Also training out of Team Cologne alongside Antonio Noel and Manuel Piu. Phenomenal team, very strong foundation these guys have.
Here we are at the prep point, getting greased up, around the eyebrows and all that.
Make sure the commission checks him, gets his mouthpiece in. It's getting checked. Very, very excited fighter. Here he is. Here's Alex Keka, the next fighter. Excuse me, Mike Vale with the next fighter.
To the cage, fighting out of the red corner, Derek Dynamite Artis.
Derek Artis making his way to the TFC prep point, making his debut. This will be his mixed martial arts debut. Amateur, professional. He's 0-0 right now. He's also technically undefeated. We're going to see who has the edge in experience here. Will it be Trey Lawson or Derek Artis? Both guys have very similar frames, very long and muscular individuals, and a little bit of a different energy here too. Derek Artis looks to be very calm, very cool, very collected. Seems to be looking at his cornerman, excuse me. The commission's applying the grease to get him prepped up. How did it feel making your debut? How nervous were you walking to the TFC prep point?
Absolutely electrifying, Danny. It's one of the best feelings you can have.
Ladies and gentlemen, get the action starting. Introducing first.
Fighting out of the blue corner, he stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 155 pounds. Representing Carlson Gracie, please welcome from Aurora, Illinois, Trevin, the last Shinobi Lawson. And now flipping the corner across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, official weight 155 pounds. Representing Top Notch out of Villa Park, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Maywood, Illinois, Derek Dynamite Artis.
Trey Lawson, training out of Carlson Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Be a very interesting bout.
Both guys
Here
very ready to go.
We go. Orthodox versus Orthodox. They touch gloves, sign of respect. Good pressure. Good fakes and feints. Good push kick by Artis. Ends up on his butt a little bit. Good pressure. Good punches. Good exchanges by both guys. Good level change. Good level change by Lawson. He's transitioning to the back. He's got the seatbelt position. He let it go. Good defense by Artis. Good push kick by Artis. Good pressure by Artis. Good exchanges by both guys. Man, these guys are going after it right away. Lawson looks for the takedown, and he gets it, and he's in mount position. Good thing, too, because he ate a couple hard punches there from Artis. Right now, Artis has got to keep his composure, try to control the posture of his opponent. Right now, he's up against the cage. He's got to do what he can to shrimp. He's shrimping. Oh, now he's giving up his back. Now he's got the choke. It looks like he's got the forearm underneath the neck. It looks like he's got it. This could be it. This could be it. This could be it. He taps. That's it. First round rear naked choke for the Carlson Gracie Jiu-Jitsu student and Trey Lawson. It was a good effort by Artis. Good effort. Great effort by Derek Artis.
Lawson improves to 2-0.
Phenomenal job by Artis. Lawson, excuse me. Phenomenal job by Lawson. It was a really good effort by Artis. Artis had some very good strikes. He actually clipped Lawson pretty good and some strikes in certain situations. Here's Mike Vale with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, this all ends at 1 minute 3 seconds of round number 1. Referee Rob Magical stops this bout for your winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke. Trevin the Last Shinobi.
There was a strike thrown after the decision was called. Right now the police are surrounding Derek Artis and escorting him somewhere. Your winner by rear naked choke will still be Trey Lawson. That's something we don't condone. It's very unprofessional, very unsportsmanlike. Not good.
Sure. Well,
right now
we move on to our next bout.
And now we shall move on to our next bout of the evening. As the commission and security tries to get everything under control, Mike Vale will enter the cage and introduce our next fighters.
We gotta wait.
Our next bout will be getting started very shortly. And here's Mike Vale. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Looks like we will be having a 5-minute intermission. Security seems to be having a problem with Derek Artis. Derek Artis threw a strike after the decision was called for your winner by rear naked choke. And Trey Lawson is very unprofessional. It was very unsportsmanlike. Which was not cool. It's very bizarre. It makes me wonder what happened. Did something happen during the bout? Was there a reason for that? I don't think that was warranted.
Yeah, in any case, regardless of what did happen inside the fight, definitely not something that should happen after a bout in any case.
Derek Artis was bleeding. He was bleeding. He was bleeding somewhere from his head area. I couldn't recall where exactly he was bleeding from. Maybe it was due to a strike.
Possibly. Could it possibly been?
But not sure what happened.
A little bit of a confusing start to our card.
We apologize, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very bizarre start to our evening. This isn't something that we condone. This is not something that mixed martial arts encourages or teaches. This is not something that combat sports approves of. You leave it in the cage, and when it's over, it's over. There's no unnecessary violence needed after the fact. And you look at Khabib and Conor.
Yeah.
Those are professionals, and that was still handled unprofessionally. Excuse me, it was handled professionally, but the way it unfolded was unprofessional.
Indeed.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we settle down here in the Swanson Center in Bedford Park, security seems to be getting things underway. Mike Vale is talking to the Illinois Athletic Commission, trying to figure out what move to make next to see if the following bout will begin, when the next bout will begin, when the fighters will be allowed to make their way to the TFC prep point. Man, just bizarre. bizarre, unprofessional, very strange. I have no idea what happened. No idea what happened. It's a very strange situation. Man. So we will see how soon we will get to our following bouts. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for this delay, this unprofessional set of circumstances that set in motion this delay. Like I said, we're going to see we are going to see when we can get our next bout started for you guys. Wow. Yeah. It's a very, very bizarre set of circumstances. Hopefully the rest of the fights won't go like that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a real rarity you see anything like that, for a matter of fact. Maybe the first time we've seen it in TFC.
I'll tell you what, Trey Lawson had a Leaf Village headband from Naruto on his forehead to commemorate his victory. For you anime fans out there, I know Caleb's an anime fan right next to me right here. To commemorate his victory, he wore the Leaf Village headband from Naruto. Put a lot of that jutsu to good work tonight. His Brazilian jujutsu. Ha ha, ha ha. He's trying to make light of the unfortunate thing that happened at the end of the bout. We will see when we can get our next bout started. There was a lot of pressure going into that last bout. You can tell in the strikes of Derek Artis, and you can tell in the transitions from Trey Lawson.
Extremely explosive.
And Trey Lawson,
very high octane first round.
Trey Lawson was staying very composed, very relaxed. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see when our next bout will start.
I just went over to Joe and told him, we got it on video. I'm like, I got it on video. So, you can see him do that. That's what made me go.
Ladies and gentlemen, so there was no confusion after the bout. Derek Artis did intentionally throw a punch, and right now what is taking so long are police statements. Police statements right now are being taken place.
Sir, something
it's a very serious situation.
Sir,
especially when these fighters are putting their lives on the line for our entertainment, for your entertainment.
Sir, something you may not know about
sportsman way, very unsportsmanlike conduct to handle yourself after a fight.
Unsportsmanlike and illegal, for that matter. Legally illegal.
He could have his mixed martial arts license suspended for that. Not entirely sure, but I'm sure that is grounds for a suspension in your mixed martial arts license in the state of Illinois. Is violent, disorderly conduct after an officiary has rendered a decision. So that's what is taking so long right now, are the police statements. So once these police statements are completed, we will have these bouts
underway.
Man, that was a little bit of a shocker.
For sure.
I kind of couldn't believe that. That was ridiculous. That was not cool. It was unsportsmanlike.
Completely.
Unprofessional. I don't know how many times I could say that. That's something that should happen in high school. That's not something that necessarily should happen in a cage.
Right. I mean, even if you're thinking just like, I don't know, if you're thinking some sort of even like slight bit of, if you're talking just like general like there's not even like some kind of street honor in hitting somebody after a fight's broken up.
Your last fight didn't go exactly your way, but did you hold malice against your opponent after it was all over and done?
Oh, of course not. Absolutely not. If you can see after the bell, I mean, yeah, we shook hands after the bell, nice and right, like as soon as it was over. I mean, we're both in there as much to like display ourselves to the public, get noticed, and I don't know, just have a good time. There's no good time in hitting somebody after the bell.
No, there's not. And you know what? Tensions are high, nerves are flaring, fighters are excited and willing to put it all out there. I get it. However, still very unprofessional.
Yes, sir.
Very unprofessional. Not so sure if he will be fined for that. Don't know what the commission is going to do in order to follow up on this. Hopefully we will get our next bout started very soon. I know Mike Vale wants to announce the next fight.
Sir.
Wow, that was crazy. I'm going to try and move on to the next bout if it ever gets here.
Yeah.
The good news is that all the ugliness is over.
This is true. This is true.
The bad news is that we have to wait a little bit. Here we go. Mike Vale.
Fighting out of the blue corner, Peter Swanson.
The guys are making their debuts at 205 pounds. I'll tell you what, I saw Peter Stojko moving around in the cage a little bit, and for a big guy at 205 pounds, he's very light on his feet. This guy's very light on his feet. We're going to see if he's going to utilize a lot of kicks, because usually when you're light on your feet and you're shadow boxing, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes that means that you have a very heavy kicking game. It means you just let your legs fly after those punches come out. You disguise your kicks well with your punches. He comes out of a Jeet Kune Do school, which utilizes an actual mixed martial art. It's actually the original mixed martial art that Bruce Lee had invented. It's the style that Joe Goitia teaches at his own martial arts academy. Jeet Kune Do is the way to adapt striking and grappling, whether you're on your back or on top. Whether you're moving forwards or backwards, Jeet Kune Do tries to teach you how to fight in all positions, whether good or bad. It tells me that Peter Stojko right now is a well-rounded fighter. Just hearing about his background and just looking at him shadow box.
Here it comes as he steps into the cage.
And now, the cage, fighting the red corner, Isaiah the Predator Smith.
Isaiah Smith, big and long. Also making his debut. He's got a lot of support here. He's making his way to the TFC prep point. He's coming out to Chance the Rapper, Chicago's own Chance the Rapper, from the Acid Rap album. This is one of his underground albums. This young man's very excited to get in there. He looks to be very explosive. He's got a lot of support in his corner. It looks like his head is in the right place. He looks very focused right now.
Very relaxed. Very relaxed.
Calm. Yes, very calm. His head's beating to the music right now. You hear the crowd just chanting his name.
It seems his fans are living the excitement for him.
Yeah, the fans should be excited for him because he looks like a stone cold face killer right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, get the action started. Introducing first
Out of out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, official weight 204 pounds. Representing UFC Gym Yorktown, please welcome from Lombard, Illinois,
Peter Stojko.
And now he's looking to corner across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet tall, official weight 205 pounds. Representing Blackjack and Slayers of the Night and Warriors Dojo, let's welcome from Chicago, Illinois, Isaiah the Predator Smith! Referee in charge.
So here we go. Stojko and Smith making their debuts at 205 pounds. Let's see what's up.
Here we go. The touch glove.
Good push kick by Smith right after the touch of the gloves. Good fakes and feints. Good kicks by Smith. Good kicks to open up by Smith. Good outside leg kick. Good jab. Very stiff jab. Good lead uppercut. Good punches. Good punches and bunches by Smith. Very good punches and bunches by Smith. Good takedown attempt by Stojko. Stuffed by Smith. He's putting that hip right in the back of the head, right where you need to stuff that takedown. If you disrupt the head, your opponent won't have their back underneath them. Their back will be contorted, and as long as you push their neck down, push their head down, good body kicks by Smith, you will evade the takedown, and that's exactly what Smith did. Oh, good punches by Smith. He's switching stances, orthodox to southpaw. Now he's back in southpaw. Good punches by Smith. He's knocked out. That's it. Stojko's out. Stojko is out. Stojko is out. First round knockout by Isaiah Smith. Very powerful Isaiah Smith. Phenomenal debut by Isaiah Smith. Good pressure, and he threw a lot of combinations. He was throwing heavy kicks. Phenomenal striker.
Yes, sir. Great statement for a debut.
Yes, an exclamation point on that debut. Welcome to TFC, Isaiah Smith. First round knockouts, phenomenal. It's great kickboxing.
Yes, sir.
From all angles. Here is Mike Vale with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout ends at 51 seconds of round number 1. Referee Rob Mighty will start this bout for your winner by knockout, Isaiah the Predator Smith!
Very calm, but vicious striker. Gets it done in his TFC debut.
That was very impressive. That was a very impressive debut. And here's Mike Vale with our next bout. It was a phenomenal performance by the light heavyweights, especially light heavyweights making their debuts. Smith did not look nervous at all. Smith did not look nervous at all. At all. It looked like he knew what he wanted to do. He wanted to implement his kicks. Phenomenal kicks. And wanted to implement his game plan. It looks like those kicks were a big part of his game plan. Good pressure, good punches too. And he was throwing a lot of body kicks and leg kicks, and that actually gets your opponent to drop their elbows. It's probably why he was able to utilize those punches so well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. You get him thinking down low, and go back up.
Just be waiting for our next bout. Seeing how long it takes the commission to introduce our next fighters. Let's see when we are able to get our next couple of fighters. It looks like very soon. Very explosive first round finishes.
Yes, sir.
So far only one decision, and that was a grappling exchange. It was a grappling match, and only one decision. The rest have been first round finishes. Whether by submission or knockout.
Yes, sir. It seems your predictions are coming true.
Yeah.
This card is bound for something great.
When you make your debut, you get really excited. A lot of fighters making their debuts are only making their second walk. These guys are very excited right now. Very excited to be here. The Swanson Center in Bedford Park. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget our next bouts, our next events here at the Swanson Center in Bedford Park. We will be here September 13th, Friday the 13th, September 13th. Hopefully a very lucky Friday the 13th. And then after that, November 22nd, we will have our next bouts. Here's Mike Vale with our next bouts.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our next fighter to the cage out of the blue corner.
Alright, here we go with our one and only tie bout of the evening.
Alex Macker will be taking on Joe Go at 145 pounds. This will be a kickboxing match, the only kickboxing match of the night. And again, both of these guys are making their debuts. Hopefully tempers won't flare. Doesn't look like they will. Be a very interesting bout. Total Fight Challenge prep point. Alex Macker's getting prepared by his coaches. Looks very confident. Looks very confident.
Yes, sir. And here he comes.
And now this welcomes opponent to the ring of fighting to the cage, fighting on the red corner. Stojko!
His kickboxing debut alongside and against Alex Macker.
Yes, sir. Here he comes.
He's coming out to the Pokemon theme song. Gotta catch them all. Looks like Joe Go's trying to get him to catch all those hands. We will see.
Yes, sir. Looking very composed in this debut. Much like our previous bout.
Yeah, to come out to a hype song like this, he looks pretty serious.
Yes, sir. Perhaps we'll see some
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, officially
145 pounds. Representing Joe Boone Martial Arts, please welcome from Lenox, Illinois, Alex Macker. Welcomes opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 143 pounds. Representing Warrior Evolution MMA, let's welcome from Singapore, Stojko! Referee in charge, Rob Macker.
first and only tie bout of the evening. Go versus Macken.
Here we go. Good switching of the stances. A lot of guys have been switching stances. His hips are actually really square. He's very light on his feet. He's almost taking a capoeira approach. It actually looks like he is. He is taking a capoeira approach. His hands are down. He's moving. He's switching stances. His hips are square. Oh, that was a nice roundhouse that landed. Good leg kick that landed. Good pressure by Go, though. Macker's very light on his feet. I'm actually very impressed with his kickboxing. Good punch by Macker that lands. One thing to having very light feet, being very light-footed, and to be able to switch stances like that, your opponent doesn't know what's coming from which angle. Good fakes and feints, good spinning back kick. He set that up with that straight punch. Good push kick. Switches back to orthodox, does Macker. Go, the naturally orthodox fighter, trying to find a way in. Good push kick by Macker, now in this orthodox stance. Good leg kick by Macker. Good leg kick by Go. Oh, good roundhouse, just barely missed. I'm really liking the kicking game of Macker right now. Because Go's really got to go. Go's got to put pressure on him just like that. He's got to put pressure on him. When you have a kicker and he's throwing a lot of kicks your way, you have to put pressure on him. You have to push into him, or you have to out-kick them to throw off their rhythm. So right now, Macker started fast. He slowed down a little bit. Isn't as spry on his feet. He's still in the orthodox position. That was a good roundhouse. That was a hard roundhouse that landed, but Go seemed to eat a good knee, good clinch. Sir. They're both in the clinch. The referee breaks them apart. And it looked like there was a knee that landed below the belt. There was one knee that landed below the belt. So Macker gets 5 minutes of recovery time. Accidents happen. Things happen all the time. And Macker said that was an effing good one. It happens, ladies and gentlemen. Happens. I mean, I know it's not a very smart design by Mother Nature, but it happens. Things like that happen. That's why we wear cups.
And we're back at it.
Here we go. They touch gloves as a sign of respect. Here we go, 10 seconds left in this 2-minute first round. A good pressure by Go. Now Go's going. Good push kick. Good punches by Go. Good job by both guys. Macker started off very, very strong with those kicks. Yes, very strong with those kicks. But Go ended with good pressure and good punches coming forward. Who would you give that round to?
I feel like Alex Macken could have taken it, if only for the beginning of the round. Go did look like he was coming back at the end of it. He is the lighter man, so it seems like his stamina may be better on later in the round. So,
you know, if you watch organizations like the PFL and the LFA, and you watch these guys start strong, but then they kind of fade a little bit as they go on, judges remember what happened the last round, not the very first round. So it actually would be beneficial for you to finish strong rather than start real fast.
Also quite true. Here we go.
I wish we could hear the cornermen. I'd like to know what advice they gave their fighters. I'd like to see more switch stancing from Macker because that seemed to throw off Go a lot. And I'd like to see more pressure from Go. Go's got to go forward.
Ooh, good spin kick.
Spinning side kick. He looked for it again. He's got to set it up with straight punches, though. Good push kick by Go. Another good cross by Go. Good hook.
Pressuring
good
forward.
Jab. Good knee by Mackins. Good kick by Mackins right now. Go's really putting the pressure on Mackins. Yeah, right now Mackins is having a lot of trouble. Oh, good punches by Mackins, or Macker, right when I say that, excuse me. Good exchanges by both guys. Now they're in the clinch. Referee separates them. There you go. Go looks really light on his feet. Very hard leg kick by Macker. Swing and a miss by Macker. Go engages in the clinch. The referee breaks him up. We're back to action. Go's got to really put pressure on his opponent. And Macker's actually not as light on his feet as he once was in the first round. Because right now, oh, that was a really good counter by Macker.
Sir.
It was a hard left hook by Macker. It was a good check left hook by Macker. Right now, these guys are throwing leather. Oh, good roundhouse by Macker. But good resilience and good pressure by Go.
Forward. Really putting it on Macken now.
Good knees to the body by Go.
Macken returns.
Good knees to the body by Go.
Here we go. Back at it.
Here we go. Not sure what that was about. Maybe another low blow. Good, very fast roundhouse. I like how Macker throws these roundhouses. They just snap out of there. Right now, Go's going towards his left side. Might be too little, too late. A good counter by Go. Right after he lands the leg kick, does Macker. The round ends. Very good activity by both guys. I cannot tell that this is their debut because right now these guys are leaving it all out there in the cage right now.
sir. You'd think there was a title on the line.
You would think that there was a title on the line. Yeah, Macker wasn't as light on his feet as he was at the beginning of the round, the beginning of the first round. Right now, Go seems to be getting his timing, but whenever they get into a wild, crazy exchange like that, Macker seems to back up just a little bit and counter with that check left hook.
Sir, both guys breathing heavy after those first couple rounds.
You know, that's what you want to do when you have a fighter that's pressuring you a lot. You want to back off a little bit and turn on an angle, and whatever your check hook comes from, throw it. An angle, pivot your front foot, and angle off a little bit. Just so you don't get tagged by those strikes.
Sir.
Joe Go looks ready to go. Macker's eager to get this started. Here we go. This crowd's loving it right now. I hope you are too. Here we go, the third and final round. 2-minute rounds. Hard roundhouse. That hurt Go. It looked like that hurt him. I put him on clear street for a little bit, but good pressure by Go. Man, Macker just throws him aside. These wild exchanges. Good leg kick by Macker. Good knees into the clinch by Go, though. The moment that Macker throws that leg kick, now he switches to southpaw, excuse me.
Go's doing a really good job of entering on the retraction of the kicks of Macken.
Yes, he is. He's doing a really good job of not leaving his kicks out there once he throws them. But then again, so is Macker. Man, these guys are throwing wild bombs at each other. Good pressure by Go. Really good pressure by Go. He looked for the kick.
Macker
good
returns.
Return by Macker. Good knee by Macker in the clinch.
Ooh.
3 good knees. 4, 5. Really good knees by Macker. That took the wind out of Joe's sails. Good leg kick by Macker. Good punches against the cage for Joe. I know Macker looks tired. Macker looks really tired, but he's hanging in there though. And Go looks like he's trying to establish his range again. Catches that kick. He throws a punch. There's a good right hand that lands. Good counter that lands for both guys. Man, these guys are just playing rock'em sock'em robots right now.
Let's see what these guys
Good
got
left
left.
kick by Macker. Right hand by Macker. Oh my goodness, good knee. Oh, good punch by Go. Another good knee by Macker. Man, these guys are really trying to put each other away. And 10 seconds left. Let's see what happens. Another spinning, turning side kick. A good right hand that lands for Macker. Good pressure by Joe. That was a wild fight. That was a wild fight. A back and forth exchanges of strikes, non-stop action.
You got your money's worth on that one.
Yeah, you did get your money's worth on that one, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Swanson Center at Bedford Park. That was amazing. Phenomenal high-level striking from guys that are making their debuts. You got the creativity and the explosiveness of Macker. You have the composure and the pressure of Go. Both of these guys should be really high on themselves going forward after this. This crowd is loving it right now.
Yes, sir.
Joe Go needs to keep going on with his kickboxing, and Macker needs to make something with his kickboxing. Phenomenal striking. Look at these guys hug and embrace and smile.
Yes, sir.
That is true sportsmanship here. It's what we like to see here at Total Fight Challenge. It's what mixed martial arts teaches you. This is what combat sports teaches you. You leave it all out there no matter what happens. Here's Mike Vale with the official decision. Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of Muay Thai action, we go to the judges' scorecards. And they see it the same, 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision.
But it was the creativity and the activity of Alex Macker that gets it done.
Yes, sir.
So that was our only tie bout of the night, ladies and gentlemen. It was a really, really good one. I hope you all enjoyed it. The rest of the bouts will be mixed martial arts. There will be one more title bout for the TFC Grapplers title. We will have Mike Vale introduce our fighters for the next bout. Which could be at 205 pounds. Could very well be at 205 pounds. Should be Rich Valdez against Kenneth Webster. We will see Kenneth Webster making his debut. This Rich Valdez will be making, this would be his third fight, making his third walk to the TFC prep point. See if we can get that started right away.
Sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more grappling match. The rest will be mixed martial arts bouts. We have 3 title fights, 1 grappler titles bout. Here's Mike Vale with the next bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our next fighter to the cage. Out of the blue corner, Rich Valdez.
Rich Valdez, training partner of his, right, Caleb? TFC prep point. His first fight was against Tyler Veal. Very tough fight. His next fight was against Zakum. And Zakum, he took out of there in 1 round. The wild man. Rich Valdez is a wild striker. He's got phenomenal pressure. He's got great wrestling. And he's got solid Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's got great submissions. He's got phenomenal ground and pound. And he's got very terrorizing transitions from the top.
Yes, sir. Great wrestling, too. Used to train with Curtis Blades, who's now in the UFC, as we all know.
He did. He did go to college and play football with Curtis Razor Blades. Curtis Razor Blades actually came out and showed support on the last TFC event for his former training partner, Richie Valdez, back in April.
Valdez looking a lot like himself in the last bout, walking out very calm, very composed, but ready to do damage.
You know what? He's fighting at 205 pounds now, so he doesn't have to cut that weight. So we're going to see what he looks like with a little bit extra muscle and a little bit extra fat on him. We're going to see how all that feels tonight.
Looking nice and filled up, for sure. Yeah.
He will be fighting somebody that will be making their debut.
With any luck, this could be another really explosive bout.
Rich Valdez is waiting to get in there.
Whistles and chants ring out from the crowd.
And Rich Valdez at the TFC prep point. He's waiting for his cornerman to give him his mouthpiece.
Here we go. Rich Valdez stepping into the cage for a 3rd time.
Fighting in the red corner, Kenny the Spider Webster.
Kenny the Spider Webster. He making his debut. On his way to the Total Fight Challenge prep point. Wants to have a lot of support, a lot of love behind him. 205 pounds. Let's see what's up. Looks a little small for 205 pounds, doesn't he?
Yes, sir. Both guys are very long for 205.
Yeah, Rich Valdez usually fights at 185 pounds. TFC middleweight usually. He wanted to fight right away, and Joe Goitia said, all right, I'm looking to fight him as soon as possible. Joe Goitia asked Rich Valdez, hey, you want to fight at 205 pounds? Rich Valdez said, you know what, I want to stay active, and not having to cut that weight will be awesome for my game. So yes, I would very much love to take this bout. And Kenneth Webster was looking to make his mixed martial arts debut as well. Very eager to make his mixed martial arts debut. Like I said, he's got a lot of cornermen behind him. He's got a lot of love behind him, a lot of support.
Here we are.
Who stands 63 inches tall with his weight 200 pounds. Representing GNA, please welcome from the south side of Chicago, Richie across the cage, fighting under the red corner. He stands 62 inches tall with his weight 207 pounds. Representing Blackjack and Slayers of the Night and Warrior Stojko. Let's welcome from Chicago, Illinois, Kenny the Spider Webster.
Here we go to kick off this 205-pound bout. Rich Valdez versus Kenneth Webster.
And here we go. Here we go indeed. A running push kick. Good takedown from Valdez. Right into side control. Right away. Good pressure by Valdez, who's naturally a 185-pound fighter.
If you know anything about Valdez, he can almost make you submit with his top pressure alone.
Right now, Rich is looking to establish wrist control. He's looking for an Americana. Good mount position by Rich Valdez. He utilized that Americana and then utilized knee on belly. Good jiu-jitsu by Rich Valdez, but good pressure by Kenneth Webster. Right now, Rich Valdez is looking to attack from his back. Good clinch work. Good wrestling by Rich Valdez. Good double underhooks right now. He's got double underhooks. He's looking for the ankle pick. He's looking to drag him down, and he does. He does a very good job of dragging him down. He passes right to side control again.
Looks like he's looking for maybe an armbar, perhaps.
It's very difficult to see from this position what Richie's attacking for, but last time he was establishing wrist control and trying to get an Americana, Right now, Kenneth is trying to go belly down. Right now, Valdez has got one hook in. Now he's got both hooks in. He's looking to establish ground and pound from back bout. This could be it. He's looking for the rear naked choke. He's kind of high though. He's got it. That's it. Good first round submission by Rich Valdez. Great pressure and great job at just throwing the hips aside and getting the side control. Once he got the side control, that was it. He just kept advancing and advancing. That was it. Good ground and pound. He kept advancing. That ground and pound was just so irritating for Kenneth. He had to turn his back. There was more ground and pound from the back, and that caused the arms to flail out from Kenny Webster.
Good show of respect by both guys.
Yep, Rich Valdez was able to sneak in that rear naked choke. More great sportsmanship from both guys. Phenomenal sportsmanship from both guys. We didn't get to see the wild striking from Rich Valdez, but that's okay. Here's Mike Vale with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, this one ends at 1 minute 36 seconds of round number 1.
Referee Ron Magical stops this fight for your winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke. Richard!
Well-deserved, hard-earned victory for Richie Valdez. Kenneth Webster did everything he could to try and fight off those takedowns, but it just wasn't enough. The back mount and the ground and pound of Rich Valdez is just way too much for Kenneth Webster.
Another great first round pick from Rich Valdez.
We will begin to get our next bout started. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 title fights and a title grapplers match coming up in just a few short moments. Hopefully our announcer Mike Vale will be announcing the following bout. And those fighters will be making their way to the Total Fight Challenge prep point so we can get things started here, the Swanson Center in Bedford Park. Be Alex Rivera versus Sam Iguchi for the Grappler's title at Total Fight Challenge. Richard Napier versus Fabian Kudos at 145 pounds could be next. Richard Napier, who will be making his debut against Fabian Kudos, who's 0-1 as an amateur, will be looking to bounce back from that.
Here we are about to get started on our next bout at 145 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Been very explosive bouts, high octane bouts, very good pressure, good vibes so far. Here we go, Mike Vale with our Grappler's bout.
For the total grappling 175 pounds.
Let's welcome first, once again to the cage, out of the corner, Alex Rivera.
Alex Rivera will once again make his walk to the Total Fight Challenge prep point to try and get that Grappler's title at 175 pounds. Phenomenal wrestler. See if he could use that wrestling against Sam Iguchi. See if he could use that pressure against Sam Iguchi. When Sam Iguchi, a lot of wrestlers that give him pressure on top give him a lot of trouble. We're gonna see if Alex Rivera can utilize that against Sam Iguchi.
It'll be interesting to see how the wrestling will come into play with there being a little bit of a weight gap.
Sam Iguchi's got very sneaky submissions too off of his back. He finished his last opponent with an inverted triangle. He was on the bottom and north-south position. Very difficult to do that.
Sam Iguchi.
Sam Iguchi, the sneaky submission artist. Can't be touched and can't be stopped. Making his way to the Total Fight Challenge prep point. This guy has an absolute belief in himself. Very confident young man. Very creative, dynamic submissions too. He's got a lot of support behind him. Now he steps into the cage.
Let's get the action started on this title bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 inches tall, official weight 174 pounds. Representing Team 1, please welcome from Frankfort, Illinois, Alex Rivera.
Alex Rivera, the powerful wrestler, looking for his 155-pound grappling.
Alex welcomes his opponent across the cage, shouting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, official weight 165 pounds. Representing Combat Go, let's welcome from Princeton, Illinois, Sam Ironman Iguchi.
And looking to take that away from him is Sam Iguchi.
Here we are, set for our 175-pound title. The grappling.
Both these guys look even in frame almost. And here we go. Sam Iguchi, the southpaw, against the orthodox grappler, and Alex Rivera.
As soon as they clinch you can see Alex Rivera, the much thicker man.
He is the much thicker man. He's got a little bit more of a build to him. Got a little bit more muscle on him. When it comes to their frame, they actually look kind of even a little bit.
Sir.
Both guys look like they have heavy hips, with strong shoulders, good back take, very quick back take, but he's only got one arm trapped. Oh, he tried to jump on his back, did Alex Rivera, but he didn't. Good show of sportsmanship. Sam Iguchi was like, you tried. Alex Rivera was like, I almost got it. They clinch in collar tie position, looking to pummel. Right now, Sam Iguchi had the plum. Right now he's putting forward pressure on the neck of Rivera. Right now Rivera's giving that pressure back to him. Look for the inside trip. Yeah, he did look for the inside trip. Our hand fighting. Trying to establish wrist control. The reason you want to establish wrist control is so that you can try and manipulate your opponent's body to go in a different direction while you look to transfer your aggressiveness somewhere else, transfer your transition somewhere else, whether that be in the clinch or to try and initiate a takedown with a single leg or a double. He pulled away, turned him into the cage, did Rivera. Right now Sam Iguchi's in the clinch and pushes Rivera away. Trying to impose each other's wills on each other. Good movement by Sam Iguchi. Good level change by Alex Rivera.
Rivera doing well here to pressure Iguchi early. Ooh.
Stuffed takedown by Rivera. He looks to be looking for that neck. Rivera's looking for that neck. He's trying to reposition his hands. Oh, good defense by Iguchi. Oh, now Rivera's got the guard locked in. He's looking for the guillotine, but he's got the arm in. He's got the arm in guillotine, and when you just crank on that guillotine with the arm in like you would a normal guillotine with the uppercut technique, it usually doesn't work. Usually that would make your arms tired. Right now you have to, in this position, when you have your head and your opponent's head and arm trapped, you have to put your chest on top of the shoulder blades of your opponent.
Iguchi's defending well here. He gave the thumbs up to the ref, and he's out now.
He is out now.
But this still won't win him the round. He needs to maybe look to pass here.
Right now, Sam Iguchi's looking for bicep control. He's looking for the can opener position.
Oh, looking for
Sam Iguchi. He's looking for an arm bar.
Oh. There it is. Oh.
Alex Chicka's got an arm bar.
Alex has got to step over if he wants to get out of that.
Sam Iguchi's trying to roll out of that. Right now they're in kind of a, I can't tell if they're in a 50-50 position or if Rivera right now has a triangle position on that arm. It looks like he's got a omoplata triangled on that left arm of Sam Iguchi.
Iguchi's now looking to post up, try and get a little bit closer, try and relieve some of the pressure, get the arm pulled in, and bent.
He's not past the elbow anymore.
Sam Iguchi's now looking for a heel hook.
He's looking for a heel hook, or a toe hold, excuse me. He's rolling for it. Yeah, he's looking for the toe hold. You have to put your pinky on the pinky toe of your opponent's foot. And that is very difficult to do, especially when he's putting pressure on his own leg, which puts pressure on your hips, which throws your submission off. Now he's looking for the ankle lock. Now they're both looking for the ankle lock. Ooh, Rivera gets out of it. Yep.
Oh, now he's looking. Now Rivera's looking for the ankle.
Right now they're in 50-50 guard. Now they're not anymore. Good job by Iguchi. He's still looking for that single leg. Look to grab a hold of a leg, but right now Rivera's on top. Good pressure by Rivera. Right now Sam Iguchi's trying to grapevine those legs, and it doesn't work. He pulls guard. He's looking for the armbar to Iguchi. Good creative control by Sam Iguchi. Now Iguchi's on top. He's trying to throw the hips of Rivera aside, and he does. He's in side control now. Alex Rivera carries around a lot of muscle. Now he's got his back. Sam Iguchi's got Rivera's back. Oh, he slid off, though.
Oh, he's looking for an armbar again.
Armbar. He's got an armbar, but he does not have the legs across the body like he should. Now he does. There he goes. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. As soon as I said what he was doing incorrectly, he makes an adjustment and sprawls out his hips and gets the submission. Jiu-jitsu is a game of inches, if you want to call it a game at all. These little tight spaces that these grapplers take advantage of is phenomenal.
5.5 minutes.
His first round submission. Here's Mike Vale with the official decision, and we will award Sam Iguchi with the 175-pound grappler's belt here at TFC.
Ladies and gentlemen, this round ends at 5 minutes of the round. Referee Nick Mitriel stopped this bout for your winner by tap out due to an armbar. And it's now the new total grappling 175-pound champion, Sam Iguchi.
And the caution tape.
Yeah, Alex Rivera's got nothing to be ashamed of, and congratulations to Sam Iguchi. Congratulations to both guys. Congratulations to both guys. Both these guys just grappled their hearts out. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like that we will move on to the 3 title fights of the evening, starting with Sergio Plasencia, who is undefeated against Pedro Gutierrez. No relation.
We're now going to have a short 10-minute intermission, a short 10-minute intermission. We'll have 4 more bouts on the card tonight, including 3 titles.
So we will have a quick 10-minute intermission. There will be 4 more bouts and then 3 title bouts. Looks like we will end up getting Richard Napier and Fabian Kudos after all. Cannot wait for these 3 title fights. So excited for these 3 title fights. All of them have been pretty exciting so far. All these bouts have been extremely exciting so far.
For sure.
Rich Valdez did a phenomenal job, put on a phenomenal performance. These grapplers put on a phenomenal performance. Joe Go and Alex Macker put on a phenomenal performance.
Put it all out there.
Let's not take away from Trey Lawson's performance because it was also phenomenal. His opponent did carry himself in an unsportsmanlike way after the bout, but that is over and done with, and Trey Lawson gets to walk away the winner of the Hidden Leaf Village.
Sorry, sir. Let's get this out of the way.
Which of these 3 would you say you're looking forward to most tonight, Danny?
I still have to say the Antonio Noel fight, even though they're all great. Jacob Igartua is a phenomenal wrestler with very good pressure, and he's actually got phenomenal roundhouse kicks for a wrestler. He leads with roundhouse kicks for a wrestler, and he only uses his punches to create distance. Now, whether that's closing the distance so that he could utilize the clinch to try to get double underhooks to get a takedown, or he'll utilize those hooks to try and separate to create more space so that he can kind of clear his mind a little bit and see if he wants to shoot from the outside or if he wants to kick from the outside. Christian San Martin is an explosive, seasoned, experienced fighter from southpaw position, and he's the complete package. He's the complete package. He's got great kickboxing. He's got great grappling. He's very good off of his back. He's got a sneaky rubber guard that he likes to put in. And a rubber guard, if you guys don't know what that is, when somebody's on top of you and you're full guard, that's when you take one leg. So let's say your left leg, and you try to switch it over and try to grab your left leg with your right hand and try to keep that rubber line over your opponent to try to keep them there while you try to establish a dominant position, while you try to establish or set up a reversal, while you try to transition back to your feet. Rubber guard or mission control is also what it's called. It's actually a pretty tricky technique. You need a lot of flexibility to pull it off, and you need a lot of patience too. Sure. And when somebody's putting pressure on you is when you should throw on that rubber guard. That rubber guard is going to be a very good weapon against someone like Jacob Igartua. Jacob Igartua
is a very decorated high school wrestler. Very phenomenal, explosive high school wrestler. He wrestled, actually, I believe, at 133 pounds. So maybe cutting 6 to 7 pounds to get to 125 pounds really isn't that bad. Might not be that bad. But against Christian San Martin might not have to cut that much weight. But for someone at his frame, he doesn't look like it, but he's explosive and he's powerful. Now,
very slowly too. Changes combos together very clean.
He does put his, thank you very much. He does put his combinations together very cleanly. Now at 115 pounds, Pedro Gutierrez, when he fought at Total Fight Challenge, he looked really good. He looked really good. He was putting the pressure on his opponent. He was putting a lot of punches together. He was putting boxing combinations together. He was dirty boxing in the clinch. He was engaging in the clinch very well. The only thing that cost him in that fight was the same thing that cost Gerardo Castaneda Jr. against his bout against Alberto Garcia, and that was the knee. The knee to the head of an opponent is not legal in amateur mixed martial arts bouts.
Yes, sir. And it's a strange thing. You see it a lot in the lighter weight classes for some reason. All these fighters seem to have so much energy. They throw it all out there, and sometimes you get cracked with an illegal shot.
Sergio Plasencia, on the other hand, now that you say that, he comes from Earthflacker Jiu-Jitsu. Earthflacker Jiu-Jitsu guys, from my experience, I've grappled with some of Earthflacker Jiu-Jitsu guys way back in the day, long time ago when I was a teenager. From what I remember, really good at establishing wrist control, very good active guard, likes to climb their guard, likes to utilize their legs to wrap up their opponent inside their guard. When they're on top, it's like having a heavy blanket on you. It's like having a cement blanket on you. And it's very difficult to get those guys off you. Not only that, Sergio Plasencia hasn't utilized his ground game. So I'm talking about the Earthflacker Jiu-Jitsu system. They're complete on their backs, and they're complete when they're on top. They're complete in the clinch as well. They're very good at pummeling and trying to establish takedowns and single legs and double legs. Try to establish takedowns and trips from the clinch, But Sergio Plasencia, he's only utilized his clinch, and his punches and bunches just come out like lightning. They just come out so quick. They come out so effective. They come out very powerful. Sergio Plasencia is a very unique talent at 115 pounds here at TFC, and he's undefeated. He's 2-0. We're gonna see what he's made of. We're gonna see what his championship caliber is made of. He's got his chance. He's got his chance to win his first belt tonight. All 6 fighters in our main event have a lot on the line. Not just a belt, a lot of pride on the line. If they were to win this belt, where would they go from here in their amateur careers? Would they want to advance to professional career? Do they want to keep going in an amateur career? You know what I mean? It'll be a very interesting thought process when these bouts are over with. A special shout out to Patrick Loznicki Productions. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting us utilize your equipment. Thank you for the streaming services that you provide through your channel for Total Fight Challenge and the fans. DEQ Insurance. Want to thank DEQ Insurance and BJJTs. Want to thank BJJTs, Patrick Loznicki Productions, and DEQ Insurance. DEQ Insurance. Also like to thank Joe Goitia for putting 3 title fights together. 3 title fights together. He put 3 title fights together and an extra title for the grappler's bout at 175 pounds. And that was awesome. That was a great bout.
Sure.
It's 3 grappling bouts. 2 of them were finishes, and they were phenomenal.
Hopefully we can get this break over and done with so that we can get on to the next bouts. Very exciting, very explosive bouts. 3 title bouts.
and 1 regular mixed martial arts bout in 3 rounds apiece. Excuse me, 3 rounds, 3-minute rounds, 3 3-minute rounds. These next 3 title fights have 5 3-minute rounds. 5 3-minute rounds per round in the Total Fight Challenge title fights. Seem to be winding down on this break a little bit.
A little more than halfway through for sure.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Swanson Center in Bedford Park, mark your calendars, September 13th and November 22nd. September, Friday the 13th of 2019, here at the Swanson Center in Bedford Park. We will have more mixed martial arts action here at Total Fight Challenge. And then November 22nd, we will have more mixed martial arts action for you.
Soon to come.
Very exciting bouts that are coming your way. You hear Mike Vale, the announcer, announcing to the venue for all of the officials, everybody from the Athletic Commission to gather cage side. We will be getting our bouts shortly. They will be beginning shortly. Caleb, there are 2 bouts. There are 2 events filled with bouts at the end of the year, towards the end of the year. Will you be fighting on one of them, or do you think you're going to take a little break?
Absolutely. I'll actually be probably on the next card, for that matter.
Probably on the next card? What weight would you be fighting at?
And I'll like 155.
155 at lightweight? Back at 155, looking to bounce back?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be an exciting fight. I can't wait to see that fight. And just so you guys know, this is our year anniversary of doing this. Patrick Lesnicki Productions and our team have been commentating for Total Fight Challenge here at the Swanson Center in Bedford Park for a year. This is our full year anniversary. I want to thank Patrick Lesnicki Productions so much and Joe Goitia for allowing us to do this. This is so much fun. Wouldn't be anywhere else. Would rather be here. To us, this is home. Very exciting bouts. Very unique finishes. Very slick submissions. One unfortunate mishap after the bell, but tensions flare. That's not something that we promote or approve of. Security and police took care of it. Here's Mike Vale with the following bouts.
Ladies and gentlemen, get the action back started right here in the cage. And we'll go first. Fighting on the blue corner,
Fabian Kudos making his way to the TFC prep point. Seems very excited. Seems very calm and composed. A lot of cheers in the crowd for this young man. He is 0-1 in his amateur career. He's fighting out of the Chicago Fight Team, but he's looking to bounce back. This will be the only non-title bout following the next 3. The next 3 bouts will be title bouts. Here at 145 pounds, Fabian Kudos is on the TFC prep point. Getting his mouth peaked, getting Vaselined up, getting set, and getting ready. When you unfortunately lose your first fight, how important is it for you to get the next one back?
Well, I mean, I would say, so long as you're impressing yourself each time.
Richard Napier is going to be making his amateur mixed martial arts debut.
Be walking to the Total Fight Challenge prep point. He's very excited right now. Actually, earlier I was watching him shadow box, and he had a track jacket on with a Dragon Ball symbol on it. He did. There's quite a few otaku fighting tonight, huh?
Any luck, we'll see some explosive action akin to that film.
You know what? Emmanuel Piyu, when he fought Motazo Scar, he had Akatsuki shorts on from the Naruto series. So we've had quite a few otaku fight here in Total Fight Challenge. Nerds are not afraid to get down and dirty here in Swanson Center in Bedford Park. And it shows in the cage. Every bout's been sensational so far tonight. Richard Napier getting set, getting ready, getting the Vaseline rubbed on his face, making his debut. It looks like his right arm's covered by a brace or something.
Maybe a training injury, an arm bar.
He could be having trouble with that right arm. We'll see if Fabian Kudos notices that and tries to take advantage of it. It's Mike Veal to introduce our fighters.
He stands 5'8" inches tall, official weight 146 pounds. Representing Chicago Fight Team, please welcome from Chicago, Illinois,
£145.
And after coming across the cage, starting on the red corner, he stands 5'7" inches tall, official weight 145 pounds. Representing Evolve Fitness, ladies and gentlemen, welcome from Sycamore, Illinois, Richard Fireball Napier.
Richard Napier against Fabian Kudos. Here we go. Southpaw versus Orthodox. Again, a lot of Southpaws tonight. A lot of Southpaws tonight. Good straight punch, good straight kick. 2 straight kicks by Kudos. Good inside leg kick attempt from the Southpaw. Good outside leg kick from Kudos. Good punches by Fabian Kudos. Good counter by Kudos, but good pressure by Napier.
Kudos.
Good check of the leg kick by Napier. Very good check of the leg kick by Napier. Napier's really trying to utilize those punches to get inside. Kudos is trying to stay patient. Good punch from Kudos. Good hook from Kudos from the right side. It stunned Napier. Right now, Kudos has got him in a front headlock position. Good knees from the body. Good punches to the body. It looks like Napier's hurt to the body. Good single leg attempt. Switches to the double. Back to the single.
Napier now grinding him up against the cage here. He gets the takedown.
And Kudos looks on top. He looks like he's trying to peel off the arms of Napier.
Napier still grabbing onto that single.
He completes that takedown.
Returns him to the mat. But Kudos is looking for a little bit of ground and pound right here.
Right now, Napier's got to turn to his right side to try and trap Fabian Kudos against the cage. Kudos, you did a really good job at utilizing the cage walk, gets back to his feet, but Napier's still heavy on a single and won't let it go. Will not let it go, keeps pushing forward on that single. I'm really impressed with the defense of Kudos. Good knees to the body by Kudos. That's it. Oh, timeout. The ref called the timeout. The referee called the timeout.
Oh.
Might have been a foul.
Eye poke, perhaps. And we're back at it. All right.
It's a very strange foul. Not sure what went on there. It looks like Napier's still hurt to the body. His elbows are low. His hands are down. His shin is tucked, but he really is just trying to defend himself as best as he can. Good pressure by Napier. He's coming back.
Pressures him up against the cage.
Good pressure by Kudos. He's looking for that takedown. Good knee to the body. Yeah, Napier didn't like that. He winced a little bit and broke away, but he landed a good right punch on the break. Good punches, good pressure by Napier. Good hook.
And by Kudos.
Good hooks by Kudos.
Napier again.
Oh, but
reversed.
Napier tried to take down and got stuffed. Napier's looking to get the half guard. He does. Right now, Kudos is on top. Napier's trying to transition on the bottom. Napier's got to get that left leg free, or right leg free, excuse me. He's shrimping. He's trying to get that leg in between so he can get back to full guard. He's almost got it. He's back in. He's
left in the round.
Back into half guard.
That's it. Round one.
It was a great job by both fighters. A lot of fighters tonight are really liking to utilize that push kick, that push teep to the body. That actually looked like it paid dividends against Napier for Kudos.
Without a doubt. It's a great rangefinder, and if not, it's a great way to inflict damage to the body, as we just saw.
Yes, it is. If somebody's overwhelming you with punches and you just want them to get away from you, you want space to breathe, utilize that front teep, excuse me. You don't want to bite in the cage, ever. Front teep. That's why we have mouth guards, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. Oh, was a knee. He landed a knee?
Looks like the referee was saying it was an illegal knee to the head.
Kudos landed a knee to the head of Napier. Looked like the referee had told us that. That was what the separation was earlier in the first round. Here we go, round two. Referee telling Kudos to keep it clean. I really like how Kudos is authoritatively throwing out that overhand right. He's caught Napier a couple times with that. Good knees to the body. And Napier does not like those strikes to the body. Good block of the roundhouse. Good side kick by Kudos. Napier's really trying to find his range. He can't, though. He's really trying to get inside. It's these straight kicks. Good switch kick to the body by Kudos. Good knee to the body by Kudos. It looked like it almost landed to the head there.
Napier's going for the...
Very close.
For the takedown again, looking to pick the ankle.
I really do like how Napier's trying to fight for that ankle. Even though he doesn't get it, I really do like that he's threatening with it. Just letting Kudos know, hey, there's more than one way for me to take you down. Watch it.
Oh, looks like Kudos is grabbing on.
That's right now what Kudos is doing is straightening out. Right now what Kudos was doing was straightening out that leg to try and balance himself out and keep his opponent away. Try and bridge him away with the leg. Right now, Napier's got him down. He's got his back. He's hovering on his back. Kudos stands up. He looks for the suplex and he gets it. Now he's got the over-under position. He's looking for the neck. Kudos is putting his chin down to defend himself. He's scrambling. Good stand-up by Kudos. He's fighting the hands. That Napier lets him go. They're back standing up. Good push kick. Good cross combination by Kudos. Good knee to the body by Kudos. Those knees to the body have been money for Kudos here against Napier tonight. You're in the clinch position. It looks like he's got the head. It looked like Kudos was going to try the head and arm throw. Didn't work out for him. And right now, Napier's looking for a single leg. Switches to a double, right back on that single. Looked like he tried a knee tap single. Kudos is trying to reach over, but he defends well.
Kudos now the outside man, looking to pressure, return the pressure, return some knees to the body of Napier. Napier now gets him back on the fence again.
Right now they're hand fighting. Good clinching position right now. Kudos drags him down. He holds on to the back. He's got one hook in. He's trying to feed the left hook in, and he does. He's got the seatbelt position, which is going to hold him in place and try to help him secure that back mount with those hooks. What's also helping he's looking for the body triangle. What's also helping Kudos establish, 10 seconds left, establish his balance, are the double underhooks behind the armpits, right beneath the armpits of Napier. It's 10 seconds left to go, and Kudos ends the round with another exclamation point. Took it with back mount. Napier struggled to stand up a little bit. He's fighting a tough guy against Kudos.
Very tough, very aggressive.
Very aggressive. Very much a come forward type of fighter. I'll tell you what, though, something that I have noticed, he's angling off well. When those wild exchanges are over, he tries to utilize his footwork to get his back away from the cage, which will allow him to utilize his footwork to get away and kind of compose himself, try to clear his mind a little bit. Here we go. Seconds out. No fouls in that round. The southpaw, Richard Napier, against the orthodox fighter, the seasoned Fabian Kudos. Just trying to fake and feint with those kicks, those push kicks, those teat kicks. Very light on his feet is Fabian Kudos. Trying to establish his timing is Napier.
Napier looks to return on the kick.
Good leg kick, good overhand left, good lead right hook. Napier's starting to come back a little bit, but good kicks by Kudos. Good combinations by Kudos. Good sprawl from the outside. He was looking to take the back again. Yep, you're right.
He might be going for the armbar here.
He could. Yeah, it looks like he's going to. If he clears that left leg, oh, he let it go.
Looking to establish his own guard now from here.
He's trying to look for the triangle. He's trying to sneak that left hand on his right side in between his legs, past his legs, so he could sneak up that triangle. He's trying to sneak that knee in. It looks like he's got it. Looks like he's got it. He's got to pull down on the head now. He's got it mounted. Richard looks like he's ready to tap. Good. Oh, now he switches to an armbar on the wrong side, though. He's looking. He switches back to a triangle, but he doesn't have it locked in. Now he's got it. Now he's got to pick his hips up and pull down on the head, and he gets it. He gets it. Good resilience by Richard Napier. He has nothing to be ashamed of here in his debut. And now Fabian Kudos is even 1-1 in his amateur mixed martial arts debut. And you know what? He brought the whole package. He had the scrambles, he had the counter grappling, he had the transitions, he had the submissions, he had the sweeps.
Winging powerful strikes.
Yes, he did. Very good push kicks to the body. Very good body kicks, very good knees to the body. Very good outing by both guys. Very good sportsmanship by both guys, too. It's official by Mike Vale by triangle choke in full guard. Fabian Kudos gets the victory over Richard Napier.
Very good job by both guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we finally have our 3 title bouts. Getting ready, getting set, getting underway here in Total Fight Challenge. I'm so excited for these fights. I hope you guys are too.
The next fighter to the cage out of the blue corner, Sergio Paciencia.
Sergio con Paciencia, sin vergüenza, Paciencia, excuse me, screwed that up a little bit. But he is very explosive, very durable, he's very strong,
He's real tough. He's got fast, lightning quick punches for a little guy at 115 pounds. He's got phenomenal punches.
and he comes from Earth Lacquer Jiu-Jitsu, and we haven't even seen his ground game yet. We've never seen his ground game. Never seen his ground game established. You know, he's got a really good team behind him. We're going to see if he can win his first title tonight. Here at the Total Fight Challenge prep point.
It'll be a very interesting bout against Pedro Gutierrez. We're going to see how he can do. It'll be a very interesting bout. He's very explosive. He's got really good straight punches. explosive uppercuts. He does not give you room to breathe at all. At 115 pounds, he's very tough. He's very strong. He's got a really good team behind him. Very good team behind him. Real good team of guys behind him. Here at Earth Lacquer Jiu-Jitsu, it'll be very interesting to see what happens. First chance at a title. We will see what happens. Here we go.
Pedro Gutierrez III. Like we said, he's got phenomenal punches too. And he's got really good pressure against his opponents as well. We're actually going to see if he could actually take his opponent to the ground.
Can Sergio Plasencia?
Yeah, he's got a well-rounded, high-pressure style. Good BJJ, good triangle choke, good combos. He likes to walk into the fire, uses offense as defense, throw high-volume combinations, hit whatever's available, and hammer in harder even on those exposed areas. He's a real,
Pedro,
guys like Carlos Condit, a real opportunist, so to say.
he is a very real opportunist. Pedro Gutierrez is 1-2 in his amateur mixed martial arts. He's a really good pressure puncher. He works his angles very well in boxing range, and he's got a really good takedown defense, and he's got really good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu against his opponents off of his back. He's got a very active guard. He's got a really good team of guys behind him too. We'll see what happens here tonight.
He's got a very deceptive record, like we mentioned earlier. That one of his losses is due to DQ.
It is a DQ. He was very dominant in that fight, though, until he threw a knee to the head of an opponent, and you can't throw the knee to the head of an opponent in an amateur mixed martial arts in the state of Illinois. You just can't do it. Here at the Total Fight Challenge prep point, we're going to see what happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, see the action started. Our next bout is for the Total Fight Challenge.
guy's really good.
It's going for 5 3-minute rounds.
Introducing first fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 2 inches tall, official weight 115 pounds. Representing East Lacquer Academy, please welcome from Chicago, Illinois, Sergio Tank Plasencia. Across the cage, fighting in the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 4 and 1/2 inches tall, official weight 115 pounds. Representing Team 110. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome from Chicago, Illinois, Pedro Gutierrez. Referee charge, round number.
Sergio Plasencia versus
Pedro Gutierrez. No relation. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. They touch gloves as a sign of respect. There goes that straight punch by Kudos. There goes those straight punches, fast punches by Plasencia. Real tough, durable guy. Another southpaw, Pedro Gutierrez. He's looking for that counter straight. There goes an outside leg kick.
Pedro
Good inside leg kick.
here. Relatively calculated.
Is very calculated. Very patient. I like how Plasencia's trying to utilize his fakes and feints to get in. He's trying to get Gutierrez to react. Good movement by Plasencia.
cup shot.
Below the belt. It's a hard shot below the belt. A really hard shot below the belt. Ladies and gentlemen, these things happen. Sergio Plasencia will have all the time in the world to recover. It's an unfortunate thing that happens when you're trying to throw combinations. You throw an inside leg kick and the leg slides up to the groin area, and unfortunately, thank God that these guys are wearing cups. They're wearing some protective gear, personal protective equipment. Like I said, Sergio Plasencia will have all the time in the world to recover. was unintentional foul by Pedro Gutierrez. If he lands any more, and if it causes any effect like this, he may get a point taken away by the referee. This is unfortunate to see this is an unfortunate thing to see in the first round of your first title bout of the night. Things happen though. We will get started right away. I like how low Plasencia is. Good hooks by Plasencia. Good body shots by Plasencia. Really good overhand left. Switch of stances. Gutierrez is trying to get in. He's trying to utilize those straight punches to keep him at bay. Trying to play the range game.
Yeah, Gutierrez trying to be the smarter long
punches
man.
and bunches by Plasencia. He's looking really patient there. Good head movement. I like how he slipped that punch. It's very intelligent boxing techniques by Sergio Plasencia. Good overhand right. Overhand lead hook, by Plasencia. But takedown.
Good takedown.
His first takedown. His very first takedown in Total Fight Challenge.
He's in side control.
He is in side control.
He's grinding him up against the fence.
He's got the knee on the belly. He's going to try and transition to full mount. It's very difficult to see what's going on in this position. Good ground and pound by Sergio Plasencia. And now he moves to north-south position. Good movement on the bottom by Gutierrez, but good pressure on top by Plasencia. Right now, Gutierrez is trying to frame that hip away, and he gets back into half guard. Very good job by Gutierrez. I'd like to see Plasencia posture up and utilize some very heavy ground and pound.
Yeah. Plasencia is doing a good job muting.
Oh, it looks like he's looking for the arm triangle. He's got a hold of the head and the arm. Good ground and pound by Plasencia. There it is. There it is. Good round by Sergio Plasencia. Very dominant round by Sergio Plasencia. It was a very impressive round by both guys. And we'll see what happens in this next bout, or this next round, Sergio, that was all Sergio Plasencia. Very hard punches, very authoritative punches, and he was very accurate with his shots too.
Gutierrez looking reasonably composed in his corner, which is a good sign. Good sign.
He was looking very composed in his corner, but his corner's got to tell him that he has to make some changes. He's got to be more active with his straight punches.
Utilize that range advantage for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right now, Plasencia is doing everything right. Staying in boxing range and utilizing his explosiveness, his athleticism, his takedown ability. His jiu-jitsu ability was finally shown in that first round. Round two. Good forward pressure by the southpaw. The good punches, good lead left hook by Plasencia. Good leg kick by Gutierrez, but he caught it. And Plasencia takes him down. He's in side control now. Plasencia is in side control.
Gutierrez is looking now to turn toward.
He's trying to advance, and right now he's in half guard position. Good job by Pedro Gutierrez getting back into half guard position. And right now, Plasencia is trying to advance. He's trying to pass the hips. It looks like Gutierrez has him in his full guard now, and he does.
Placentia's got one hook of the can opener on for a second, it looked like.
Plasencia's got phenomenal ground and pound, and there he's starting to utilize it. Right in front of us here in the broadcasting point in Total Fight Challenge. Good ground and pound, body head by Plasencia. Really good pressure by Plasencia on top. He's stacking him. He's trying to stack him. Good defense by Gutierrez. Right now he's trying to keep full guard. It's a very open full guard, actually.
Plasencia is doing a very good job of keeping Gutierrez folded over here.
There's really good pressure by Plasencia right now. Good ground and pound, good punches. Good punches to the body by Plasencia. Good ground and pound. Really good pressure. Really good pressure from top position from Plasencia. Really good ground and pound. He's trying to stack him. He's trying to advance. Gutierrez looked like he tried to lock in that body triangle from the bottom.
Oh.
Gutierrez just trying to climb his guard and attack with the submission.
Plasencia just stacks on top of him.
Right now, Sergio Plasencia's got his right arm underneath the head of Gutierrez, which is going to allow Sergio to keep Gutierrez's head in place. He wants to utilize that ground and pound. Right now, he's stacking him up. Gets a warning from the referee to stay active. In my opinion, he is staying active. Staying very active. Good ground and pound by Plasencia. Very good ground and pound by Plasencia. He throws aside the hips.
Gutierrez now in half guard, it looks like, or perhaps with a knee shield across the body of Plasencia.
It looks like he's trying to set up the scissor sweep. Good ground and pound by Plasencia, excuse me. Another good round for Sergio Plasencia. He had really good top pressure, really good punches, really good ground and pound, really good pressure. Only 2 rounds in, and right now, Sergio Plasencia is running home with this title.
Without a doubt.
Pedro Gutierrez has got to make something happen.
Yeah, because as far it looks like the story of the fight is Plasencia's takedowns.
So far, yeah, it's been the story of the fight has been the takedowns of Plasencia. And like I said, that was a part of his game that we very rarely saw. That was a part of his game that we almost never saw because of his boxing technique, because of his athleticism. Just content to stand and bang.
Round 3 of 5.
Oh, good shot to the body and good hooks by Plasencia too. He leads with a cross and then comes back with that lead left hook, the jab. Oh, he reached down for that kick, did Plasencia. He's got to be careful. Oh, good counter by Gutierrez. Very good counter by Gutierrez. He caught him with the left hook coming in. Excuse me, left cross coming in.
Napier gets the takedown again.
Oh, good reversal by Gutierrez. Good reversal by Gutierrez. Now he's in the full guard of Sergio Plasencia. Let's see what Sergio Plasencia could do from his full guard. He's trying to climb his full guard. He's looking to try to trap the head in the arm and climb his guard. He also looks like he's trying to disrupt the posture. Right now, what's saving Plasencia from Gutierrez advancing was that butterfly. And right now, Plasencia's got a full open guard right now. Gutierrez is on top. He's going to try and utilize some ground and pound. Good ground and pound by Gutierrez. Gutierrez has Plasencia in front of his corner, and he is on top of Plasencia. Right now, Plasencia is right in front of his corner. You got to be thinking that he's going to try and listen to everything in his corner. He's looking for an armbar.
Oh.
He's looking for an armbar off the cage. He's got the hips right behind the elbow.
Oh.
If he clears, oh, he let it go. He let it go. Good pressure by Gutierrez, though.
Gutierrez looking to return a little bit of that aggression that he received last round.
Good ground and pound by Gutierrez. Good pressure of the hips, good punches by Gutierrez as Plasencia tried to get up. Good resilience by Plasencia. It was a really good transition from Plasencia there. Really good job from both guys. That was a better round for Gutierrez, but you saw that Plasencia isn't out of this fight yet. The 115-pound belt here at the 115-pound TFC title. This will be a very interesting bout. It's very explosive, very explosive.
Now let's see how that factors into the later rounds.
There's 2 more rounds to go. They're about to enter the championship rounds. This will be Plasencia's and Gutierrez's first 4th round in their amateur mixed martial arts careers. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the start of round number 4. All right, here we go. They meet inside the octagon. Good head kick attempt by the southpaw Gutierrez.
Another one.
They're coming up short, though. He's coming up real short on these kicks. Plasencia is very aware. Plasencia is going to explode in with those uppercuts and those punches and try and look for that takedown.
Gutierrez needs to set it up with his longer weapons if he wants to land the kicks.
Yeah, very good angles, very good footwork by Gutierrez. It looks like he got his second wind. Good punches by Gutierrez, good resiliency by Gutierrez. He's countering. Plasencia landed some pretty good body shots there, but Gutierrez is countering. But I do like the pressure that Plasencia is putting on Gutierrez right now. Right now, these guys are doing all that they can to try and take that belt home.
Gutierrez flicks out a couple jabs.
But punches by
Plasencia comes back.
Very good punches by Plasencia. Good leg kick by Gutierrez. Calf kick almost. And look for that leg kick again. But Plasencia recognized it and got his hand out of the way. Good feint of the jab. He's really trying to juke and utilize his fakes and feints. Oh, good straight punch by Gutierrez. Good return by Plasencia. These are some really hard shots landing on both guys. Good knee to the body by Gutierrez right now. Plasencia's high on a single, high crotch single, turns him away from the cage, and he does. Very good job by Sergio Plasencia. Advances to half guard.
Plasencia looks like he's catching his breath, at least from this angle.
Right now, Sergio Plasencia is trying to advance to side control. He looks content to keep him here. If he really wanted to, he could sit up on that leg, put pressure on that leg, and rain down ground and pound. Right now he's putting pressure on the biceps, and Gutierrez is really trying to wrap up those arms, try and shrimp to get back to full guard. What's making it difficult is the cage, because right now Sergio Plasencia has got Gutierrez pressed up against the cage right now. It makes it very difficult for you to shrimp when you're on the bottom against the cage.
10 seconds left in the round.
And good ground and pound by Sergio Plasencia.
Round 4 in the books. Final round.
It's the 5th and final round of our first title fight. Let's see what happens here.
So far, it seems like Plasencia's running away with this fight.
The 3rd round was better for Gutierrez, and right now Gutierrez is showing really good resiliency from the counter strikes, from the pressure of Plasencia, but right now Plasencia is just too athletic. He's too explosive. Just too good for a young guy.
Yeah.
Can never be too good for a young guy. He's very good for a young amateur mixed martial artist.
Without a doubt.
got a really bright future ahead of him. Gutierrez is a really hard worker, hard-nosed fighter. Here we go, 5th and final round, 3 minutes left.
Gutierrez looking motivated for this 5th and final round, looking to turn things around, maybe.
Good punches by both guys. Tried that leg kick to Gutierrez, didn't work. Good punches by Gutierrez. Good movement by Plasencia. Very good movement by Plasencia. Oh, there he goes, changes levels, and he utilizes the double leg. He gets the takedown. He's right in side control.
Well, if he didn't show it to us before,
he's trying to pick up his left knee, put knee on the belly, and try to slide that knee across his belly and advance to mount.
If he didn't show it before, Plasencia is definitely showing off his jiu-jitsu and grappling skills tonight.
Yes, he is. And truly is Earl Flacker's jiu-jitsu stablemate. He tried to get to mount, he tried to get to mount, but Gutierrez recognized it and trapped his legs. Right now he's in half guard. Plasencia's trying to put pressure on the biceps. Good punch by Sergio. Right now, Gutierrez's half guard is very loose. If Sergio wanted to, he could just slide that left knee to his right and get to side control. Now it's locked up. It looks like Gutierrez was just trying to grapevine Plasencia's one leg when he was on the bottom. What that can do is allow you to create space. Oh, now it looks like he's in a very loose mount. He's got the knee. He technically is in mount. Now he's in mount. Now Plasencia's in mount. Very good job by Plasencia. He's in full mount.
Just needs to look to frame and push away so we can deliver some ground and pound from here.
Right. He should posture up and utilize that ground and pound. Or he looks like he's trying to trap the head and the arm again. He could be looking for an arm triangle.
Yeah.
Or he could just be holding on to that head to keep pressure on Gutierrez. Oh, good ground and pound got by Gutierrez. Good job at Gutierrez utilizing the cage. Right now, Plasencia stays on him like glue. Snuck those hooks in.
Looking for the choke.
Plasencia's got one hook in now. Gutierrez fought off that hook very well. Right now, Plasencia's very high on the back of Gutierrez. Ooh. Good pressure by Plasencia.
Plasencia again looking for that powerful
single
double leg.
Yep, he's looking for a single leg. There's 10 seconds left. He's looking to take him down. And it looks like we have a new 115-pound champion. Sergio Plasencia and Pedro Gutierrez get it done here. The Total Fight Challenge, the Swanson Center in Bedford Park. Great job by both guys. Great job by both guys. Great job by both fighters at 115 pounds. Good sportsmanship too, very good sportsmanship. I'd like to see that here in Total Fight Challenge. That's something we encourage here.
Great fight. Plasencia just put on a grappling clinic on Gutierrez.
Yes, he did. He utilized that single and double very well. He chained his takedowns together very well. Like I said, his boxing combinations are explosive. Explosive. Probably knock a heavyweight out.
Yeah.
They do call him Tank. And here's Mike Vale with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, for 5 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scored the same for your winner by unanimous decision. And is now the new TFC Flyweight Champion, Sergio.
Champion.
3-0 is Sergio Plasencia, and with a belt. Phenomenal performance by Sergio Plasencia. Good resiliency by Gutierrez. Gutierrez has nothing to be ashamed of. Very good pressure by Plasencia. Three and 0 with his total fight challenge belt at 115 pounds. He's got to be proud of that. He's got to be very proud of that. Very proud of that.
An undisputed champion.
Hungry, young, athletic, explosive. It's a phenomenal performance.
This guy's going somewhere.
He's got a bright future in mixed martial arts. Just like his teammate, Zach Vachi, who was the champion at TFC once upon a time at 135 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our next fighter.
Out of the blue corner, Jacob Igartua.
Jacob Igartua will be fighting against Christian San Martin for the 125-pound belt, the flyweight belt here at Total Fight Challenge. He's got very good pressure, got very good forward pressure, and he likes to lead with roundhouse kicks, high roundhouse kicks to the head. He will use punches to try to create distance or to close distance in his opponent, and his wrestling is phenomenal. He's a very seasoned high school wrestler. He's very good at the single leg and the double leg. He's very good at chaining takedowns together. And he's actually really good, once he gets you down on the ground, he's really good at taking your back and choking you out. He also has very powerful ground and pound. He's 3-1 in his amateur mixed martial arts career. Christian San Martin is 4-2.
He has great, clean, fundamental striking. 10th Planet style BJJ. He's got a solid 1-2-3 round kick.
You know what? He actually trains out of Team Genesis, and Jacob Igartua trains under Doug Keast. They actually teach professional wrestling over there. They teach in Kankakee at Genesis Fight Team in Kankakee, Illinois. They teach you how to take off tables. They teach you how to take hits in the chairs. They teach you how to fall, how to sneak ahead, how to hit. Very, very interesting, well-rounded gym. They also do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling. They do it all. Nothing lost when it comes to Genesis Mixed Martial Arts.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Christian San Martin.
Watch.
One of those eye-opening moments now, wasn't it?
Without a doubt.
He's got phenomenal kickboxing. He's very tough. He's a southpaw. He's a counter striker too, and he likes to utilize his straight punches to set up his left high kick. He's also got a very good switch kick from his right lead. Very, very, very sneaky counter striker, and he will throw that left kick on the half beat. What's a half beat? A half beat is when you actually throw your punches in succession without going 1-2, 1-2. It's more like 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. He will actually do that and then throw a kick right behind that second punch. So right behind that half beat, he's got a kick. And when those straight punches come out, is usually when opponents react. It's usually when opponents put their hands down, try to parry away those punches. That's when Christian San Martin just sneaks that head kick right up to the chin of his opponents. He's got a really good rubber guard, like you said, and he actually uses that to try to get back to his feet.
Yeah, he's a very patient striker. He strikes when his opponent's idle, switches stances.
ladies and gentlemen, get the action started. Our next bout is for the
Total Fight Challenge flyweight title. It is taken for 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing first fighting out of the blue corner, He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, official weight 125 pounds. Representing Genesis, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Kankakee, Illinois, and now his weapons opponent across the cage, starting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, official weight 125 pounds. Representing Intercept MMA, let's welcome from Caracas, Venezuela, Christian San Martin.
Martin versus Jacob Igartua. Here we go. This is a high-level bout at 125 pounds. Good jab by Igartua. Good hook by Igartua.
Both guys utilizing the jab well. Igartua pressuring forward, looking to get him up against the cage, perhaps.
There goes that high kick that we were talking about. Good straight jab by Christian San Martin. Good punches. Good level change by Igartua. He's deep on a double. He's kneeing the thighs of San Martin. Good knees to the thighs of San Martin. No, more good knees by Igartua on the knees of San Martin, on the thighs of San Martin, excuse me. More good knees. Good takedown. Pulled him away from the cage and got him down.
Igartua is in the north-south position.
Not anymore.
He's
now
looking to
they're
maybe latch onto a neck.
Now they're in the front headlock position. Igartua is looking to drag him down. He's looking to drag that ankle, that right ankle, from beneath San Martin's leg, and he almost did. Good pressure by Igartua. He's got the front headlock position. Now he grabs a hold of a leg. Now they're in pummeling position right now. Good knee to the body by San Martin. Good break by both guys. Good defense by San Martin. Very good defense by San Martin.
San Martin switches back to orthodox.
Very good pressure by Igartua.
Ooh.
Switch head kick.
Ooh, good return
by San Martin. Ooh, good head kick by San Martin. There he goes from that southpaw position.
Ooh, good one too.
Yeah, very good one too. Very powerful one too by San Martin.
Ooh, good leg.
That was a very powerful leg kick. I'm actually surprised that San Martin's actually fighting from orthodox position. Looks like he could fight from both. Very powerful leg kicks from the left side and the right side.
San Martin snapping up those kicks.
Very good kicks. Good punches to the body and to the head that landed by Igartua.
Igartua shoots
Good
in for the
pressure.
takedown.
Good
He's got his
pressure.
hands linked together now. He's going to look for the single, high crotch.
He is looking for that high crotch single. He's pulling into him and he gets it. He's in side control now. 10 seconds to go. Let's see what happens.
Ooh, good ground and pound by Igartua.
Good ground and pound. Good ground and pound by Igartua. That was a very good round by both guys, actually. You got to imagine that it's pretty frustrating that once you get a takedown, it's only in the last 10 seconds of the round.
Yeah.
And you only have so much that you can do with that takedown, especially when after you have completed it.
Yeah. Oftentimes you have to wonder if it's worth the energy at that point, trying to grind the guy down without much reward.
Igartua tried to utilize that heavy ground and pound. Seconds out. Here we go. 1 of 5 down. Going into our second round. They meet in the middle. Good jab, good punches by San Martin. Very good punches by San Martin.
Igartua pressuring San Martin. To the
Good
cage.
jab, very
For the
good, powerful
takedown.
jab by Igartua.
San Martin's looking to get his leg on the outside to defend the
He's really
single.
in deep on that single. He's trying to pull away. Good punch by Igartua, holding that leg. He's looking for both legs, and he gets him down. He's got both legs trapped. But he doesn't have him down. Right now, San Martin's holding himself up with his arm, not anymore. Igartua got him down. Igartua got San Martin down.
San Martin could look for a guillotine here. It looks like he's already got his arm around Igartua's head.
Yes, he is.
But he gives it up.
Now he's got his back. He's got a hook in, and he's got that seatbelt position. He's got underhooks from the back position. He's got double underhooks from the back position. That's going to keep him low just in case if Igartua's hips are high once he takes that back mount. But it looks like San Martin's defending very intelligently.
Igartua here with inside wrist control.
Looking at what's
looks for the
dangerous. He's
takedown.
biding his time.
Looks
It
for
looks,
the
like
choke here.
it looks like he's trying to lock it in. Is Igartua? Good ground and pound by Igartua. The back mount, really good pressure by Igartua. Oh, there was a shot that landed to the back of the head right now. San Martin turns into him in a full mount. Now good job at shrimping for San Martin, getting back to half guard.
San Martin looking to turn into him. Igartua pounding away.
San Martin did a really good job at utilizing the shrimping and utilizing his knee to create pressure, create space, not pressure, to alleviate the pressure from Igartua.
Good ground and pound by Igartua.
Very good ground and pound. Now he's in full guard.
San Martin looking to
Full
collapse
guard.
that leg from
He's
underneath.
stacking him now. He's stacking him up against the cage, and he's raining down some ground and pound. Now he's stacking him up more. He's looking to advance, and he does.
San Martin looking to build a base here.
San Martin's trying to cage crawl to try and get back up to his feet.
Igartua on him like glue.
Oh, good punches, good ground and pound by Igartua. He's got his neck. It looks like he's got his neck. It looks like he's got his neck. He's got both hooks in. He's got the back mount position. He's switching grips. He switches grips. He flattens him out here. Good, very good resiliency by San Martin. Very good resiliency by San Martin. If this were a professional mixed martial arts bout, probably would have been over because they would have had 2 extra minutes to work out of those 5 minutes. This is an amateur bout. They only have 3 minutes to work. However, Igartua is establishing his dominance, especially in the grappling.
Oh, yes. Showing shades of akin to our last fight.
Very much so. Very much so.
Round 2.
Here we go, the third round of 5. Good leg kick by San Martin. Good punches by San Martin. It looked like that got Igartua's attention. And it looks like that punch from San Martin opened him up. A good entry and good level change by Igartua.
Igartua again, wrapping around both legs there. Oh,
Igar-
switches again to the single.
The reason why Igartua is able to get these takedowns so successfully is because his hips are naturally lower than San Martin. San Martin's a little bit elongated, a little bit longer, taller, very lean, whereas Igartua is short, stocky, muscular. It's an interesting contrast in body styles, interesting contrast in frames, but the takedown attempts are almost problematic. As soon as he pops those hips, you're going for a ride. He's getting that takedown as Igartua.
Igartua having a lot of success with the single to the double transition.
But San Martin is defending well. San Martin is defending very well. He just needs to get back to his feet and try to figure out a way to create space and utilize his striking.
Igor 2 again here.
Igor 2,
San Martin.
San Martin is turning into Igor 2, and Igor 2 is still looking for that takedown. Good knee to the thigh for San Martin. Another good knee. Good single leg. Very low single leg by Igartua. It was almost an ankle pick. Very opposite of a high crotch single. High crotch single, your head is very much in the hips of your opponent, along with your shoulder. Good ground and pound, but good job at kicking his opponent away, San Martin, but Igartua is on him like glue. He's got one hook in. He's got the arm trap too. He's got the other hook in. Right now, Igartua's got the double underhook position. He's got his back. He's got both hooks in. He's got his back. Well, now he doesn't have one. Now he's fed the other hook in on his left side. Now he's got it. It looks like he's got the gable grip. Oh, he let it go. Yeah, Igartua is really trying to get that rear naked choke. And San Martin's just trying to survive. Just trying to hand fight and do the best that he can. Man, Igartua is really trying to survive here. With 10 seconds left, I think that he will. He gets right back to half guard. Could be too little too late. Good defense by San Martin, but very good wrestling, very good pressure by Igartua.
Without a doubt. Yeah, both rounds. He had a good deal of success training the high crotch to the double transition to the double.
Doug Keast from Genesis Mixed Martial Arts in the corner of Sam Igartua. Very smart, very seasoned coach. High-level MMA coach. He's coached a lot of guys out of Kankakee. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Good jab by Igartua. See, San Martin has to utilize his fakes and feints, his straight punches, his leg kicks to try and get Igartua's respect, because right now Igartua is really good at throwing that jab in the overhand right, and it's switching to the double leg and the takedown. Oh, good hook, but good leg kick. Yeah, needs more of that. San Martin, good return by Igartua. Very good return by Igartua. Good check of the leg kick by San Martin. Good return with punches by San Martin, too. Good lead hook. Good nasty leg kick by San Martin. That looked to buckle the knee of Igartua. And Igartua is moving away from the power side of San Martin. That just shows you how technical San Martin is. Nice switch kick to the body. Very nice switch kick to the body. It's very fast with those switch kicks. See?
Good one.
Good kick. That actually dropped. That was a very good leg kick that dropped Igartua. Right now, this is a very good round for San Martin.
Good jab to the body a minute ago by San Martin.
Good overhand right exchange by both guys. It landed. Igartua is really trying to establish his jab to try and get in on that takedown. But right now, Christian San Martin's taking it home with this round.
Looks like Igartua.
Good leg kick by Christian San Martin. And right now, Igartua looks like he's having trouble on that front leg. I would like to see Igartua utilize more head kicks, because right now these combinations from the outside of San Martin are going to eat up. That was another really good calf kick. It looked partially checked, but when you partially check those, they slightly hurt. Good uppercut landed for San Martin. Good single.
Double now. Bundles now.
Good job for Igartua. Good ground and pound for Igartua. He passes. He's in side control now. It looks like he tried to just advance right to mount.
San Martin looking to maybe go out the back door, but Igartua stuffs the head.
He's got a hold of the neck. He's almost got a half Nelson. No, he let it go. Good knee to the thigh. Good punches.
Good takedown attempt. That was a better round for San Martin.
That was a better round for San Martin.
Good sign of respect by both guys at the end of the round.
That was a better round for San Martin, but you got to think that the judges gave it to Igartua just because of that takedown. Very good round from both guys. It was a better round for San Martin. You hear the chants of Christian. It's not as if he does not have support here. Heard somebody in the background screaming, "Kids, kids!" That's definitely his motivation. San Martin's got his motivation. He's got to find a way to win, because right now Igartua is taking it home.
Igartua now looks like he's circling away from that one.
Good switch kick, and that was a really good setup with that straight punch. Now he's in southpaw position. This is a better stance, at least on paper, for San Martin. Good kick to the body by San Martin.
Good right hand.
Ooh, another good body kick by San Martin.
Kick to the body. Oh, another good takedown.
Igartua closes the distance. He's looking for a double leg up against the cage. And he's been able to get these takedowns off against the cage off of brute strength. Not just
looking for the Kimura now, maybe. Oh.
Right there. Igartua popped his hips up and just turned the corner and put San Martin on his back. And right now Igartua's got a hold of San Martin's right wrist. It's really good top control by Igartua. And right now he's trying to advance. He's trying to pop up. He's trying to utilize ground and pound.
Igartua just losing a little bit of that triangle on the legs, but keeps good cage pressure against San Martin. Good.
San Martin's up. San Martin's up.
He's pummeling. But Igartua is still looking for that double leg. He's relentless with his take. Now he's on a single leg. He's got his head in between his legs. He could, if he puts one of his knees down, he could actually straighten his back out and pop his hips up. Because right now, pressure on the head for Igartua is not what he wants. Now he gets his head out of there. Now he's got his head on the side. He's got his head on the right side of San Martin. He's going to peel away that leg with his heel. Transitions to the back.
For the back, maybe.
He transitions to the back. He's got one hook in. Now he let it go. He's still got him in 50-50 position up against the cage. He's really trying to fight off this takedown. He's actually doing a really good job. And Igartua is actually really trying to take him down. He's got a single leg now. Good, very good job by San Martin. That's got to put some confidence on San Martin. Good punch by Igartua. Very good punch by Igartua. Seconds out. Let's see what happens. Good job by both guys. Very good job by both guys. Good pressure by Igartua. It's very good resiliency from San Martin. Good striking from San Martin. Very good takedown defense from San Martin. But the initial takedowns were all done and completed by Igartua. It's a phenomenal fight. We still have one more title fight after this. And that's going to be an awesome fight.
Oh, man.
Good job by both guys. And congratulations to Igartua, it looks like. Very tough fight from San Martin. Was not an easy performance. Not an easy outing, but both guys did phenomenal. Igartua's wrestling was just a little bit too much. His pressure was just a little bit too much. San Martin's got some phenomenal kickboxing. He's very good off of his back.
Yeah, but wrestling will take you a long
Igartua
way.
repping the Puerto Rican flag. The other half of the motherland. Or Captain America, depending on your memes.
Ladies and gentlemen, for 5 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges see it the same, 49-46. For your winner by unanimous decision, it is now the new TFC flyweight champion, Jacob Igartua.
Very good performance by Jacob Igartua. Phenomenal pressure. Good kicks. He's very heavy-handed. Very good wrestling. Very good top control. Some devastating ground and pound. And here's your new 125-pound TFC champion.
Way to go, Team Genesis.
Here we go, our main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Michael Vale to introduce the fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to welcome our first main event fighter to the cage. Out of the blue corner, Antonio.
Trains out of Team Cologne alongside Emmanuel Piu. They got a great relationship down there. He's got phenomenal punches. He's got very powerful hooks. He's got a very powerful right leg kick. I cannot stress that enough. In his last outing at 170 pounds, he landed a leg kick on a bigger 170-pounder, and the 170-pounder literally had to shake it off. It was phenomenal to see a smaller fighter with so much power. He's actually really good at utilizing his wrestling as well. He's got very good forward pressure. He's really good at putting pressure up against the cage for against his opponents. He almost uses the cage as a weapon almost. He loves pushing you up against the cage and just beating the pulp out of you. Loves making you miserable until he takes you down. Once you're tired, your legs are beat up, your ribs are just carrying all that blood, all that pressure, and you can't breathe, and he's on top of you. He's just going to look to advance and choke you out. Got a phenomenal, well-rounded mixed martial arts game. There's no place in the cage, there's no position where this guy doesn't have it.
Without a doubt. Antonio Noel definitely has great. Alexander Keka also has very good wrestling. He has great rolling and slipping ability with nasty ground and pound. He has a great whipping right hand, good jab, left hook, counter punch, effective use of low kicks. He has a good slip to a right double, a good slip to a double or single leg. He loves to shoot for takedowns and left hook counters off the opponent's jab. He moves forward with head movement and looks for pot shots, punch counters, and reactive and proactive takedowns. He has great heart, lasting power, even when he's absolutely exhausted. He's very long for this weight class. He's 6 feet tall at 155. Great fighter. It's going to be a great, great fight.
Alex Keka is 2-2. Antonio Noel is 4-2-1. His only losses are to welterweights. He's beaten some welterweights, but his only losses are to welterweights. Here at 155 pounds, pretty evenly matched with these guys. But he's so explosive and athletic. He's got such phenomenal technique. Alex Keka's well-rounded. He's 2-2 in his amateur career. He's got some very decent leg kicks. He's got good strikes and defense.
He's actually got some really good head movement too, and he checks leg kicks very well. He's going to actually need that against Antonio Noel. He's got a solid ground game too. He can utilize a single leg takedown off of the kicks to get his opponent to the ground. He uses good pressure from the top to utilize his ground and pound. He's got very good boxing combination from a distance. He likes to use his range very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event evening. This is the total lightweight title. 5 3-minute rounds.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 159 pounds. Representing Team Cologne, ladies and gentlemen, please and out from his corner across the cage, fighting in the red corner. He stands 6 feet tall, official weight 160 pounds. Representing Team Top Notch, let's welcome from Chicago, Illinois, Alexander Keka.
Alexander Keka in the red corner, Antonio Noel in the blue corner. Here we go. Oh man, I got goosebumps in my stomach right now. Goosebumps in my stomach right now. That's right, I said it. There's the powerful leg kick right there. Good overhand right. Ooh, good kicks by Noel. And good. There's that wrestling. There goes that pressure. He's got the single leg. He turns the corner on that single leg. Ooh. He gets him down. Not for long, though.
Keka reverses.
Good grappling defense by Keka. We were talking about that. He's got some jiu-jitsu skills himself. That was a very good whizzer. Yeah, that leg kick's just powerful. Man, I've never heard of lightweights leg kicks land that hard. And they're landing with a thud. They're landing with a thud, not a slap. Because you hear that thud, it means it's hitting the bone, not just the meat. Another good leg kick by Noel. Noel staying very patient. He knows this is his first chance at a title. Utilizing fakes and feints, changing levels up and down. Good leg kick by Keka. He's got leg kicks himself. Good level change. Good double leg by Noel.
Very well-rounded game. We were talking about that. Now let's
Look at the guard from Keka. He's looking to climb his guard. He's looking to establish wrist control. He's looking for a Kimura on that left side. He's climbing over. Is Noel. Now Noel, they're scrambling. Good scramble by both guys. Now Noel's on top. He's got the arm in the head. It looks like he's going to drag Keka down. He pushes him up against the cage. He gator rolls. He gator rolls. He gator rolls and he gets his back. He gator rolls, gets his back. He's got over-under position. He doesn't have hooks in yet, but he's going to rain down ground and pound. Oh, nice body kick. But that caused Noel to end up on his back. Keka's on top now in half guard, excuse me.
Keka now trying to look.
Keka's on
from
top.
The half guard of Antonio Noel.
Keka's on top, trying to remain calm, trying to clear his head. It looks like Keka's attacking a Kimura on Noel's left side, and he's in half guard. He can do it. He can do it from half guard. He's very long. He can do it from half guard. Good punches by Keka. And right now Keka's got his back. He's got one hook in, but he's very high. He's very high, but he's very long, so he can utilize those legs. I was looking for an armbar. He's looking for an armbar. There's only seconds left, and right now Noel's putting pressure on the hips of Keka. That's it. Man, what a round. What a round from both guys. What power from Noel, and what resiliency and good jiu-jitsu from Keka. That was a phenomenal round by both guys. Tone Noel started out so aggressively fast, so aggressive. Do you hear how hard those leg kicks land?
Almost had my ears ringing.
They went with the beat of your heart, almost. But Alex Keka did a really good job at keeping himself composed and utilizing his jiu-jitsu. In that scramble, he actually managed to get on top and transition to his back. And once they broke away, Tone Noel threw a body kick, ended up on his back. It's how hard he throws kicks that he ends up on his back. And Keka was able to stay on top, attack with a Kimura, and utilize ground and pound, and threaten with an armbar.
Here we go, round two.
Round
It's
two.
55-pound title fight.
Explosive, high-level amateur title bout. Good cross by Noel. A jab by Noel, good straight punches by Noel, but good clinch work by Keka. Keka's really trying to close the distance with that clinch. He wants to stay away from the power of Noel. Knee to the body. He's got over-under position. And good pummeling from both guys. Good knees to the body from Noel. Good straight cross from Noel. A good 3-2 by Noel. Hook cross from Noel. Good leg. Good lead hook by Keka. But that was an inside leg kick landed for Noel. Good shoot. It was a shot.
Sprawl by Keka.
It was really good sprawl by Keka. He's really fighting for that. He's driving forward. Oh, good switch! Good switch by Tone Noel. That was a classic wrestler's move. That was a classic wrestler move. He just snuck underneath that armpit and got that back.
Right. It's got the guillotine and the body triangle.
He's got a body triangle and he's got the arm in guillotine. It looks like he's tapping. He's tapping. He's tapping.
He's tapping.
Alex Keka wins his title with an arm in guillotine choke. Stayed composed, stayed calm.
Keka is our new 155-pound champion.
Yeah, Alex Keka, he actually silenced the crowd here a little bit. Alex Keka did a really good job, and so did Tone Noel. He's got nothing to be ashamed of. Very powerful lightweight, very experienced lightweight. Showed a lot in that fight. It was a very good fight. Both guys should be very happy. Alex Keka is the new 155-pound total fight challenge champion. Antonio Noel will be back, especially with all of his gifts that he's got.
Without a doubt.
This is what happens in mixed martial arts, folks. One fatal mistake. One fatal mistake. But it's a very good round. Very good round from both guys.
We have the official decision.
Very good fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight ends at 1 minute 12 seconds of round number 2. Referee Rob Medalist starts this bout for your winner by technical submission due to a guillotine. And is now the new TFC lightweight champion, Alexander Keka.
Alexander Keka silences the crowd and wins. Total Fight Challenge lightweight belt. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It was a great night of fights. I want to thank Patrick Woznicki Productions. Thank you, DEQ Insurance, and thank you so much to BJJTs. Caleb, thank you so much for joining me in the Total Fight Challenge commentating booth.
Mutual. Thank you, Danny. It's been great.
It's always been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys September 13th. Good night. All right, guys. I gotta go. My dog's been in the kennel for like ever. I gotta go.
You're good, brother. Good job, guys. Good job. It broke up. We had an interruption. There's probably 2 pieces when I get it up. Good stuff, good stuff. Good job, Frank. Awesome job.